石みたいに光ってる流れ星を見上げていたあの夜も
Oh, hello.
What's up?
Welcome to episode 4, Tales of Yuansu.
God, has it only been 4 episodes? So much
Yeah,
has
only been
happened.
4. And it's only been 2 days, effectively. But
Oh.
I guess before we get into recap, thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks to our audience, our lovely audience. And thank you to Monument Studios, Artless.io for the musics. And so we'll get into, we have a giveaway. Lovely dice tray, as you see on Spio's camera. We have like 5 of them. To enter, all you have to do is exclamation point giveaway. And that will bring you to the link to our giveaway, where by watching the stream, following, subscribing, interacting gives you points, and those points you can use to buy tickets, and you can get up to 10 tickets for this first giveaway, and we'll look into upgrading it from there for the next one. It's nice portable dice set,
Guaranteed
different
at least
colors.
one nat 20.
Yeah, at least one nat 20 a session with this dice tray.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
The dice look
We're not
so
held
good.
liable for natural ones either.
So whenever I was told about, about the dice and everything, and then I was shown them, I was impressed about the beautiful filigree that is on each face of the dice. It's like so well done. It looks really, really nice, and then it has like very readable but kind of like unique numbers on them. And if oh god, they look so good.
My camera sucks, sorry. But yeah,
I don't enter myself. I need a dice tray.
I already have. I have dice that I've had since I was 15 that I've been using this whole time, and none of them look like that. So I was like, man, I kind of want them too. I don't think it would be. It feels wrong that you could be a part of the organization that is conducting the giveaway and then also win.
I'm just saying, I'm a player here.
Yeah, like so.
Live side.
Me, Etma, and
just a
Spio
player. I'm gonna enter
probably shouldn't be able to win, but everybody who's playing with us can. You guys can enter and win.
There's a red set, there's a green set, there's a blue set, there's a black set, and there's this yellow set. So there's 5 technically, and whoever the first winner is, get to be able to choose from the most choices, obviously, and then as the winners go on, you'll have less and less choices, but there'll still be multiple colors available to choose from.
What was the end date on this giveaway?
I think we're gonna do it 2 weeks from now, so that'll
Okay.
give people enough time to earn some of those points to be able to buy more tickets to increase your chances to win.
So in 2 Wednesdays, correct?
Yes.
We're doing it on
So-
the Aether Chronicle stream.
Yes, and we'll give away 2 on that Wednesday, and then 1 on whatever show we decide to do Friday. So if we do a point of inspiration, or if we run like a one shot or something, we'll give it away on that, and then we'll give 1 away on the Saturday game as well, which is typically Yuansu, but we had a little schedule change for this week. But typically this game, it will be normally on Saturdays.
Excelente. All right. So a little recap.
Little recap.
You guys chased Adder remained asleep. He was very potent sleep spell.
Hibernating. Snakes hibernate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's molting. That's what it was.
Oh, dude. We gotta wake him up, and it's like just us.
What's wrong with
Getting
you?
all over the guest bed.
Yeah.
Um,
Or he's in the middle of it, and he's like, like climbing.
Get me out of here.
Oh no.
Anyway, so yeah, immediately starting the session, you guys chased the group of onlookers, observers, whoever you guys want to call them, combatants. I think most of you assumed they were
Assailants. Yeah.
assailants. Chased them like almost all the way across the whole city. Lian Yin used some clever tactics, acquiring a wagon horse.
Stealing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know I paid for
Yeah,
it. I'm pretty sure.
paid
I'm pretty
for
I
it,
paid
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like throwing money at somebody and
for it.
just taking it without asking. That's definitely not stealing.
Um,
I gave him money though.
but
Yeah. I'm a cop. I showed my badge.
you guys were able to detain them, and through some, clever negotiating with the guard, you guys were able to get them into a room at the watch headquarters. And while trying to interrogate someone, assassinated them with a poison dart. Oh my. And Kirmeki tried to follow a trail, but came up with nothing. Israfil and Wu, after this, went and sat into the leader conference and got to witness the temper of their emperor and just how powerful the kings and leaders really are. And it appears that the countries do not intend to work together about these Onis that have managed to break the wall.
Yeah, it was revealed that like some Oni there's been some activity. And then they had
Breaking
to
the
bring them
law?
in.
Or breaking,
Breaking
the wall?
Breaking the law.
Breaking the wall. Breaking the wall.
And it
I
took,
watched
it
season
took
2,
a
you know what I'm saying?
couple hundred of the, their soldiers just to
Yeah,
take
some
one
of the
out.
trainees. Yeah, like it wiped out an entire like regiment of trainees, right?
Yep.
Feels bad,
And
man.
later, on their way out from there, they're headed back to Kirameki's fireworks shop, where they cross paths with Lian Yin and Kirameki on their way to officially start the Lunar Festival. The lanterns are raised, and the fireworks show commences, where Lian Yin has a vision and hears a voice. And in this vision, to Lian Yin was standing before everyone, just like frozen in place. And she sees the reflection of the tree on the water, walks out to it, and then it's as if it's like, magnified, zoomed in, like to the tree, like under the trunk, at the roots, the shadow over, overtaking the mountaintop. And once again, she hears the laugh and blinks and looks to everyone's celebrating.
What did the voice sound like? Human? Male, female, high pitched, low pitched?
Male, medium pitched, yeah, similar to that.
Could you like replicate it? Maybe.
Yep. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I don't even remember what he said, to be honest, but he definitely went like a like that in your ear. And you never saw him.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a male voice.
But something was speaking to the Lian Yin from the mountain. It felt like this, like the inner, like there was like this focus of the tree of life and the mountain and all that, right?
Yes.
Probably a one-off thing. Inconsequential. Not connected to anything in any way.
So that's all. That brings us to.
We let some lanterns go too. Everybody let some lanterns go.
Mm-hmm. And as you get your focus back, Lian Yin, you see Adder come running across the bridge, and makes his way up to you all.
Yeah,
at the front of the palace.
I feel like when you first see Adder, he's like frantically like looking back and forth, like he's looking for you. And when he sees you, he just sprints up to you and just like kind of puts his hands on his knees, like takes a couple deep breaths. Why was I not awakened? I missed everything. Who's with you? Are you with Kiramaki?
They are all together right now.
Yeah. So like I
Woo,
think as you run up, there's just a
Kirameki is like performing like a dance and fireworks show.
Not too
everyone
far
else
away.
just let their lanterns go. Like Wu, Israfil, and Lian Yin are within 5 feet of each other.
So I'll turn to you. Haven't missed anything. There's still time, and I'll hand both Israfil and Adder a lantern to be lit. And I'll pull out a little ribbon, like a little scrunched up, folded up ribbon of paper. I'll open it up and pull out like my calligraphy set. Who would you like to address it to? Which ancestor do you want to give?
Gabu.
Have your message known.
He kind of takes a deep breath. My grandfather, Gaboon, Gaboon.
Thank you.
And then he just puts his hand on her. No more sleep, Magic, please. I should have known better.
You didn't miss anything. You needed the
The insight check.
Yeah. Send it.
I don't know if you probably couldn't read it on the Leon Yin's face, but maybe off of literally anybody else who's here, right?
Sure.
Yeah. What does Woo look like in Israfil when Leon Yin
Woo?
says, you didn't miss anything?
We're still paying attention to his shitting dog firework right now. Just kind of like caught up with it. As he lit the second one at the end of yesterday.
I think at this point, Israfil is very cautious with Kirameki. Still not certain if he's the assassin or not, so he's just keeping a really tight eye on Kirameki.
Watching the fireworks show.
Yeah.
As I like throw out a bunch of flashbangs and like different colored explosions that kind of are like crackle bombs in the air, I do like a pose, like another dab pose, and I just kind of like stare towards Israfil as he says that. Or thinks that, I guess. Just to, flavor the scene a little bit.
Nice little eye contact for
Yeah.
tension.
I go up to Israfil. Your name Israfil, is that right?
Yes, I don't think I quite caught your name. What is your name?
Adder.
Adder. Okay.
Things are a haze. I thought I remembered speaking to you. Did you come to Kirameki's house looking for me?
Yes, I came to apologize to you for the incident the other night. You were awake briefly, but when we returned, you seemed to have fallen under a stone.
Adder just kind of shakes his head. He says, "See, I was when I woke, I thought that this was a dream. And so I remember you saying this. Then you saw figures running across the rooftops. I went inside to find the Leon Yen, and that's all I remember.
Give me a perception check, Adder.
Perception?
Yeah. I meant to do this a second ago.
just not gonna happen, Evan. It's a 7.
All right. Just rushing to find everybody too quick. All right. Never mind.
Yep. So yeah, I asked that to Israfil.
Yes, we proceeded to track down one of these shadowed figures and actually managed to capture one with the Leon Yin's help.
Wait.
They were brought in into custody, but that's all I can discuss with you at the moment.
Wait. You said the Leon Yin assisted you with capturing what? And I look towards the Leon Yin.
I'm over with like some like little kids and like lighting lanterns and writing names down of like people that they want to send their lanterns out to.
I like take a couple steps towards you, like mumbling angrily, and then see the kids, and I turn back to Israfil.
You needn't worry. They seem to be very powerful. I'm sure they can fend for themselves when need be.
I don't know whether to be angry that you helped put her in harm's way, or to be thankful that perhaps you protected her. She likes to be in the middle of things.
Ayo.
To be fair, if I could have left her in the market, but she would have been in considerably more danger alone.
Well, thank you. I look up towards Kiramaki. What's Kiramaki doing? What's this light show look like?
Just like a sort of choreographed series of like aerial and maneuvers and flips while like throwing out an assortment of different colored like fireworks, firecrackers, different things that kind of sparkle. Some have like these crazy delays. It's just like this extravagant light show essentially while we're performing acrobatic maneuvers. Me and the three wives.
And you have like sparklers and stuff attached to like your wrists and ankles, right? So you're lighting, and they're also lighting like mortar into the air.
Absolutely. And there's like little trails of smoke from the sparklers that linger on as we're like flipping through from one side to the next in front of this, in front of the waterfall that sits on the northern side. So not only are you seeing the show here, but you can see the reflection of the huge, like booming fireworks that are exploding up hundreds of feet into the night sky. You see all of that, and you know the reflection in the waters itself. So it kind of makes this grand appearance and show for everyone.
Dope. I don't want to be taking too much. I feel like I've taken too much of the limelight. But I do say
good.
to this,
We're here for it, man. We're here for it.
Didn't you miss
I
like a
say-
whole episode or something because you were sleeping?
Yeah. So I say to this film, well, he's very talented, acrobatic, and what do you think of this Kiramaki? Simple fireworks salesman?
I'm not sure what to make of him at the moment.
He's a bit I almost say ostentatious, and I look over at his Israfel's armor, and I instead swallow that word. And
That was a beautiful sentence, Chadman. That was a beautiful sentence.
so, was did he was out there too, interested? Did he go with you?
He was with us for a duration, but after we apprehended the seemingly ninja, kind of disappeared for a moment.
I think they may have known each other. Leonyan is like standing really close.
Huh.
Because they, don't you think?
It could be a possibility. Nothing's beyond the realm of possibility here.
Well, I mean, they moved the same.
And this
They
person,
went up the tops of the buildings, the way that they were running and jumping, where it was very similar, as if they had learned at the same place. Maybe they played together as children. They trained in the same place.
You just hear that my hand, as it grips around the leather of the hilt of my sword, just tightly gripping it.
I think the Leonyan grabs your hand and tries to grab one of your fingers away from the hilt of your sword.
I'd very much like to speak to this person that you apprehended.
They were killed.
By you? By one of
No.
you?
No. A dart flew in through the window and poisoned them.
Have I noticed? Does Kiramaki have any darts that I've noticed anywhere?
You watch him as he's doing his performance.
You definitely
Yeah, I'm
never
watching.
seen. You definitely never seen Kirameki with a dart.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
as you ask that, one flies towards you.
firecrackers and stuff, and the flashbang from the first day you were here. Other than that,
It wouldn't. Leon Yin gets closer to me again.
I walk right over to.
Yeah,
I believe you haven't even ever seen him carrying his weapons yet. He had them out yesterday, but you were asleep. So
I
to
know.
you, he doesn't even have weapons.
I go up to Israfil, is who I go up to. Is the person I try to grab their like as they grip, like they're doing this death grip on their weapon, and I go to grab one of their fingers off of their, just try to get a hold of one of their fingers, very gently.
May I help you, Leon Yin?
Yeah, can I see this for a second?
Sure. And kind of just move my hand over towards her.
Okay. And I turn with both of my hands. I like grab and I turn your palm upwards, and then I put a calligraphy brush inside it. You never wrote to your ancestors. And I hold the lantern out so that you can write on it.
And then I write a message to Heiwa. Heiwa, help me bring peace and balance to this world. And I'll take my tinderbox and light the lantern and let it go.
It's a strange way to achieve peace. One that I would have not considered as a first option, as I'm like, look at your sword.
This sword has never claimed the life of an innocent. If that makes you feel any better.
I wasn't feeling bad. I think the Leonian will write one more message, and it's, you don't have to hide. I'm listening. And I'll light the lantern and I'll send it towards the mountain. Basically to the voice that had spoke to me, right? I'm listening. And I'll send that lantern up as a bit of like foreshadowing, so we can forget about it over the course of several hours, and then it'll like maybe it'll come back at some point. Do you smell that?
What is it that you smell, Leon Yin?
Treats. And I'll run over to the carts that are like serving food and treats. I'll get everybody one. And I'll go and I'll start buying a bunch of like the local treats and things that are I'll walk up to one of the carts that are serving food.
Am I holding my lantern? Or did you write the name and then send it off?
I wrote it down, but I never sent it. That's for you to send.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you walk up to the cart. Ooh, can I help you?
Yes, more.
Yeah.
I think more than any other person in this moment, you can help me.
What would you like? We got bunches of goodies.
One of everything.
One of everything. They're like super, like happy. They pull out a like blueberry like tart. They pull out a fried cream-filled bread, and they pull out a stack of it's like 5 saltwater taffies. That counts as like one purchase.
Mm-mm.
And then they give you a mug of sweet lemonade. Just 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 4 gold, please.
I pull out from inside my sleeve. I'll pull out a string of coins for the Water Nation, and I'll pull off the 4 gold coins off of that. I'll give it to him.
Thank you. Have a wonderful Lunar Festival. We'll be here all week.
What else should we do? What else is there to do?
Well, they do fireworks every night.
And what else?
I mean, there'll be parades. More just, embracing your family and a week long of no stress. There's a fishing tournament.
Underneath the underneath the mask, what you can't see is the Lianyan's eye squint. Tournament.
Yeah.
How do you enter?
You have four signups are like over there. Points to like 50 meters away. There's like a person with just like instead of like a market cart, it's just like a table with like a banner that says, fishing tournament, sign up here.
That sounds
You have 4
wonderful.
days starting tomorrow to catch the biggest fish. Other than your biggest fish, it's catch and release though.
Understood. Thank you so much. And what was your name?
Sweet.
Sui, it is nice to meet you. I'm Lianyan. If you need anything, ask for me. I will be more than happy to help you. Anything at all.
Oh, thank you.
So I'm gonna run over to the fishing tournament table.
You leave all the food on the.
No, I bring it with me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hands full running over, yeah.
And you guys see Lianian like take off down the main strip there. You make it to the table, and the guy with like the sign up scroll looks at you, kind of like tilts his head. You're a
Tilt
little
my
young
head.
to be signing up to fish, aren't you? Is your dad here to help?
Is there an age requirement?
Do you know how to fish?
Yes.
No age requirement.
How does it work?
So
What are the rules?
the biggest fish wins.
Where do we bring our prize to be weighed? Biggest by weight?
Bring it here on the last day.
What was the largest fish last year?
12.4
12.4.
pounds.
Oh. Oh, that's sad. And what kind of fish was it? Google. Google.
No, I have a plan.
Oh, you have a plan. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. I like it. This is fun. We finally did something that he's not solely improvising.
No.
Everybody.
No, I mean, kind of am, but
Yeah.
it was a blue snapping turtlefish.
A blue snapping turtlefish. Interesting.
Those are local.
Okay. And how much does it cost to sign up?
Well, it's free.
And what is the prize if you win?
100 gold pieces.
I would like to sign up. And I slap down 5 names. And I sign every single one of us up.
Looks at the paper. Okay. Starts dips his quill and starts writing the names down on the ledger.
Is he right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
How's this
Most
penmanship?
people are because they don't want to smear the ink.
Mhm.
So they
How's
force
his penmanship?
themselves. Not like amazing, but it's legible.
How I start to look over like his hands and look for calluses and things. I look for maybe potential tan lines across like as his clothes are moving around to see if he himself is like some sort of fisherman or if he's an official of sorts. I would like to look over this person and just make like general assessments about like
Yeah, he's not
what
wearing
their
like
daily life is.
ceremonial garb. He's wearing like kind of like the guy at the harbor. Like he's wearing like fisherman's attire.
And what was the biggest fish that you've ever caught?
Well, it depends. Here or out at sea?
Out at sea, of course.
And he's like kind of like looking up, like he's thinking, which one was the biggest one? Those alligator sharks, they're pretty big. Caught a couple of those. They're 80, 90 pounds. Those are a one and done kind of trip.
It was that big.
Is there anything that we should? Is there anywhere that we should? Where can we fish?
Oh, it's a local tournament. You stay
Within the walls of the city?
right. You don't want like decomposing on travel here.
But if we were to catch something outside of the walls and bring it in and it wasn't decomposed, would that? If I were to bring an alligator shark, could I win?
He pulls out a scroll and, technically, it doesn't say that you can't do that. Most people just don't, because you don't want to miss turn-in day either.
Then I would ask you one more question. What is the fish that has never been caught? Maybe an old wives' tale or a story? Is there a legend?
Well, guess if you go real deep, you always try and get a sea monster. I don't recommend that. One slap with a tentacle and your whole ship goes down.
Would it? And if we caught a sea monster, would that be considered cause for celebration?
You'd probably feed the capital for a month. I think people would celebrate. But we can only give you 100 gold. But everything else you can do with your catch, that's on you. Harvesting. I'm sure the palace would want to celebrate it and make a spectacle.
That sounds much better than what's going on in the palace currently.
What's going on in the palace currently?
Who really knows? Does anybody? And I'll look back at the palace with him, like.
Well, we've been at peace with the other nations for most of written history. I think it's pretty good here.
Have any of the other nations signed up for the fishing tournament?
It's not really other nations really here. I'd have to check. I don't write that down.
The leaders
I
of
don't
each
ask.
nation are here, right? Isn't that well known? DM?
Not really.
At least the Fire Nation's been walking through making some noise.
Yeah. Like people, have seen that, but they don't know the Emperor was in that cart.
Right, but then there's like, I imagine, yeah, I mean, they came in, they didn't come in quiet, or did they? Would they, they would have.
Yeah, they're pretty quiet.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess the Leonian doesn't.
I mean, some of the people that were in the market did see it, so there's like rumors of the Fire Nation being here, but they don't know like who.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well,
That people would probably spread, rumors of the Fire Nation, plotting to begin another war or something. That would be the typical rumor.
well, we would. I think that if
You haven't heard that though.
Oh, okay.
I think if you knew it was known that they were here, like in that kind of fashion, because of like your knowledge of historical Fire Nation, there would be here for like war talks or something like that.
Yeah, so that may be. So, well then, I know 2 people of the Fire Nation who have just signed up for this fishing tournament, and that may be a good way to show good faith and camaraderie and participation amongst nations. So
Well, it's still completely unbeknownst to the two.
Yeah,
of
Woo,
That you
Woo
guys-
loves the water. I'm sure he'll be completely down for
Yeah.
fishing.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys follow Leon Yin over here?
No,
She
Woo
still
is
was
not
in like.
interested in her.
Can I still see her from where I am?
Yeah, for sure.
No, then I'll just be keeping
She's
an eye
like
on her.
over here. You guys are more like middle.
Got you. I think I'd just be kind of glancing that way, and then I'm doing some other things.
And the people who typically sign up are the local fishermen trying to make a name for themselves.
Oh no, everyone signs up. He shows you has like 3 scrolls full of names.
Mm-mm. Well, thank you so much. I hope to do your tradition proud. And I like slap my hands, and like do like a really formal and deep bow.
Oh, thank you. And he bows back.
Mhm. And I'll walk off, and then I'll turn around. And I'll come back and I'll grab all the food that I forgot on the table, and then I'll turn around. And then I turn back around and I give him I leave a saltwater taffy, and then I turn back around and I go back to everybody with the treats.
I think while while you were doing that, I was talking to Israfil some more, or Woo, if he's not still watching his little.
I really hope not. That thing would have like a lot of little things in it that make it do that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It just keeps coming out. This is ridiculous.
What is it? Like he almost gets
The-
excited, but then he's worried and
The
upset.
longest dog poop in history.
Yeah, it's like stacking up. It's like at his ankle now.
Wow.
No,
that's
I've walked over to Israfil at this point, and I'm just kind of like watching the fireworks, standing next to him.
okay. And I'm still. I don't know how much y'all want to share with me, but I think I'd still be curious and asking questions about. So, do you know this ninja? You said. What was what's their purpose? What were they after? Who were they attacking? What I still have a lot of questions.
Wu will fold his arms and kind of turn away from you, be a little more standoffish, because he's still mad at you for not apologizing for Leon Yen's actions the other day.
It's funny.
Damn. Your
Yeah.
robes look good and dry today.
Wu storms off, decides to go find a random vendor to go like just peruse, like act like he's interested in some random vendor's wares.
To be honest with you, Adder, we're not 100% certain of their motives at the moment, but it seems that they have issues with elemental humans for whatever reason.
Really? Well, that's that's most of the world, isn't it? A good bit of it. Wow. I start looking around, like just like scanning the skyline, I guess. Like looking if I've seen any kind of movement anywhere on rooftops and such.
No.
No,
You see nothing.
I'm gonna write my note then. You said it's just like a little letter that you put in an envelope that connects to a lantern.
It's like one of those. It's a piece of paper that hangs down off the bottom of it, like a scroll or a spell that at a temple. Sometimes they're like folded up.
Okay.
They like do that folding back and forth thing, so they're kind of springy sometimes.
Yeah, it's like attached to a string.
Like a
It
seal.
hangs off the bottom of the lantern. Yeah.
While he's
I
doing
just-
that, I'd like to. I imagine like we all end up next to each other, like doing some pose, and I kind of like lean in and whisper something, and or you can kind of see me like talking over somebody's shoulder, Yui's shoulder, telling Akari and Sakura to something. You guys can't hear it with all the explosions and stuff, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's safe.
And I am going to like try to throw down like some sort of like smoke bomb type firework or something to like create a distraction to where I can dip out and they continue the show. And my plan is I would like to being what we dealt with the other day, I'd like to, I don't know, Batman like on the tallest building in this area, so that way I can keep an eye out just in case somebody's like trying to pull off something during the firework explosions, like trying to use it as cover. So I'd like to like get somewhere where I can kind of scan and if something happens, I can see where it's happening at and make it run for it.
Gonna be real sus if they do, Kiermont.
Just because I feel like I would I just feel like Kirameki would knowing the previous circumstances, that's what I would do.
For sure, yeah.
So
Give me give me a stealth check. And then I know for sure Israfil, earlier you said you are like keeping an eye on him. You can give me if you want to like pay attention after, like this when the smoke bomb goes off, like be like, oh, what's going on? Like give me a perception.
Let's see if I can hit that. Nope.
Yeah, that
19 versus
cloud
a
goes
nat one.
off, and then as it clears, his wives begin like routine number 2, and you don't see Kirameki.
Is there just like
inside.
a scarecrow, like straw Kirameki, like being moved around by them?
It's like capsule corp. Just throw down. And there's like a blow up all of Kirameki standing there.
Yeah, you're good. You're Batmaning on the corner of a building between the palace and the main scene that you're at.
All right. Just kind of looking over everything. Do I see anything immediately out of place or any strange sort of happenings?
Not right now.
Okay.
See,
I
lots of
recommend you-
children playing, families walking, and still what do you call it? Stray lanterns being lit. People that just got off work, and people cheering for the show. People buying treats. The crowded festival.
All right. So yeah, I'll just be actively looking for things like that.
Okay.
Adder, I strongly recommend you keep a close eye on the Liandian. No more detail than that, but I kind of tell him that and start walking towards Wu.
As he's saying that, I feel
the
like
Lian Yin's right next to you guys, right?
she was.
Did you come back? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
why? I'm not gonna eat all of these by myself.
Okay.
I mean, that would be wrong, right?
Yeah, as he says that, I'm finishing up writing my letter, and my lantern. The lantern or the letter just says simply, "I believe all the stories, and I'm proud to be your grandson." And I roll it up, and then I feel like he says that as I'm finishing it, and I look up and I'm, oh, good grief! I go and I help help her get some of the things. It looks like she's about to drop something.
Well, okay. So, and I hand out all the treats, and as I'm handing out the treats, I hand each person a sign-up sheet, or not even the sign-up sheet, but like their entry into the fishing tournament. And then for you, and for you, and for you. Oh,
Do you
and
hand
Kirameki.
woos off to Israfil?
I thought Wu walked over to Israfil.
Yeah, and then I
Wu
walk
is,
my happy ass away.
Wu is over at. He's pretending to be interested in people's wares, going
Gotcha.
from cart to cart, and then Mr. Phil just stepped away. As you walked up, he's walking away.
Wait, Israfil, hold on. Here. And I hand him a lemonade.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
And okay, and don't forget, we have to catch a fish. And I hand you both yours and Woohoo's official sign up.
Just look at you completely confused. Thank you. I'll be back shortly.
The people know that the Fire Nation are here, and without participating in the events and celebration, they will think you're not here to participate in the events of celebration. So, by winning this tournament, they will know that you are here to participate in the events and the celebration. And they'll think nothing else.
Well, I guess there's no greater glory than victory, so let's give it our all then.
Understanding, acceptance, peace of mind. Oh,
Have to win the tournament now.
but
Yeah.
also that, I guess, too, yes.
Honor and glory in the fishing tournament.
Yes, and everybody knows that you are signed up. It's on a public record. So they'll know if you don't
True.
even try. As Leon Yin tries her hand at manipulation.
Completely works. No even need for it. The second you said tournament, this Raphael's ears perked up.
I'll go get us I'll go get equipment. I'll get us a bunch of equipment.
I think Adder has like a mouthful of food because he just woke up and he's hungry. And he swallows, like gulps it all down. And,
Yeah, like a snake.
like a snake. And then looks over. Where's Kiramaki?
You just ate all the Leonion's treats that she brought.
A bunch of them. Good bit of them.
You have 2 tappies left.
I just look directly into Adder's eyes, keep an eye on the Leon Yin, and then continue on my way.
I'll wink, kind of give him a little bit of a, you're right, and give him a pat on the chest, and I'll follow Leon Yin.
These guys
Making a
have gone
smile.
from like mortal enemies to like, friends all of a sudden.
Hey, she's still alive. I think right now Adder's like, she's still alive, and she was with him all day. So I dropped the ball big as shit, and he helped me not be an epic failure. So
Also want to apologize to him.
yeah, that
the
too.
worst thing in the world.
It wasn't a dream. Yeah.
The Leon Yin will start asking around like where to find fishing equipment, like where to find fishermen and fishing equipment, and then that's we can take that whenever, but that's what Leon Yin's gonna do.
Okay. Did either of you answer Adder about where Kirameki is?
No. After the smoke grenade went off, I lost sight of him, so I just gave him the hint that to keep an eye on the Leon Yin.
Okay, I see. I was just making sure that's what that was.
Okay,
right.
I'll whenever they ask, I'll look around.
As I'm following Leon Yin, I'm looking around as well for suspicious and for the one secret thing that I'm looking for.
I'll be looking for Kira. I'll just look around for Kirameki really quick.
Yeah, you don't
Don't see him? Okay.
don't see him.
He probably
Mr.
forgot
Phil.
something and had to run back and grab it, and he'll be right back.
Hmm.
Or maybe he had to go to the bathroom.
Hmm.
Or maybe he's chasing more ninjas. I'll look up when I say that. And I'll look around.
I definitely look up when you say that too. I'm just
Who knows?
Mr. Phil, you make it over to Wu.
Maybe
You
he's
see
hungry.
him like saying, like, asking questions about this woodworker's little sculptures and stuff, and he's like, oh yeah, yeah.
These are the best. These are the best wood, hand carved. Now they look a lot like everyone else's, but these, oh, I tell you, at the top of the waterfall is an ancient type of tree that grows that you can only harvest once every 1,000 years. Yes,
Wow.
and these are harnessed with the spirits of luck.
Luck, you say?
Yes. Now wait. Let me see you, boy. He looks you up and down. You know. You can see right through me, I know. Well, these, though. And I'll reach underneath these, and I'll pull open like a little cart, or a little thing. Now, these are the real things. Don't tell anybody. It's quite expensive.
Quite, yes. I was actually looking for more of a Etma paraphernalia. Do you know of the ways of Etma, by any chance?
I'm sorry, but the sign is very clear.
Oh, I can't read. I don't know what that says.
Oh, it says no soliciting.
Oh, I'm not soliciting.
No right there.
I don't even know what that means. It was just a question. I don't know why you're getting so upset. I'll be on my way. Good day to you. Or good evening.
Well, I've never.
I kind of grab Wu by the shoulder as he's walking away from the stand. Wu,
Yes. Oh, hello.
Kirameki is missing. He seems to have disappeared in a puff of smoke. We need to keep an eye out.
Okay. Wu just kind of like scowls a little bit and then gets into deep thought. Awfully suspicious. Should we possibly start searching for him?
I
Do you
don't think
it's-
now's the right time for it. There's too much going on, too many distractions.
It could be a perfect time. Because there's so many distractions, we can just blend in and phase in and out of the crowd.
Now I can
Yes, but
see
if
that
we cause a scene,
you're special. You can see right through me. Kind of behind you.
Sir, have you come to talk about Etma? Are you
I'm
ready
the
to?
vendor you were at. Like you can hear him still talking, but to a new customer.
Oh, I thought you said he was right behind us and
No,
trying to.
no. You said you turned around, right? So like behind you, you hear
Gotcha.
the same
Yeah.
vendor talking to a whole new person.
Gotcha.
At the top of the waterfall.
Nice. We don't have to follow a scene. We can at least like observe and see if our suspicions are true, and then we know where he lives. It's not like we can't just, you know.
I think only observing at this moment would be wise. Causing a scene and bringing shame to the Emperor would be very unwise.
Well, of course we would not cause a scene. Who do you take me for, Israfil?
I mean, you did go and climb into a fountain.
First of all, I didn't climb into a fountain. I walked into a fountain and for a very spiritual cause, which everyone understands, and the Emperor himself would understand as well. Don't listen. I get enough from those other shady characters. I don't need enough from my own Fire Nation. All right, let's come. And he grabs Israfil's arm and just kind of tugs him. Let's go look for this shady character.
That was a good save. That you almost called him a friend. That was a really good save. You guys kept your professional boundaries, and that's really important in the Fire Nation.
By the way, the Leonian signed you up for a tournament.
What? He throws his hands up and stops dead in his tracks and looks at Israfil. What do you mean he can't do that? Or she can't do that? Can she?
You have the paperwork. I handed it to you.
I mean, here's the official paperwork for it. It's a fishing tournament of sorts.
Wu snatches the paper out of your hand and starts turning it all over around and finally writes it up and starts reading intently. How is this even legal? I demand to talk to. That Lian Yen vexes me to no end. It's like she knew I don't know how to fish, and I am not good with rods and poles and string and slimy, slithery things. This,
String specifically.
this,
The string incident of O2.
this is. He takes the paper and just rips it up and tosses it to the side, and it happens to just catch flame on its way down and burn to ashes. What?
Ooh, this can be our opportunity to bring more honor to the Emperor. We can win this
How?
tournament.
How would that? What? The Emperor doesn't care about giant fish. He doesn't
Victory
care
is
about.
victory.
Maybe Etma would be pleased, but you don't even get me started on you and who just walks off and decide in the direction of Kirameki's house. Well, storms off, I should say, not walks off. He's just got like stomping, and his like fists are like clenched and down to his sides, and just like he's like, "Ah!"
You have like the little triangle vein on your
anime
forehead.
vein, yeah, all throbbing and pulsating. Like,
Face is red.
yep.
As red as your robe.
Do you think everybody from the Fire Nation looks like tomatoes? Tee. Little kids playing in the street.
Hey, look, it's the red guy.
Yeah, he's back. Watch
And
out.
he's not wet.
Yeah.
His clothes are dry, Mom.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah,
No.
ignore him. Come with
Yeah,
me,
who's-
sweetie.
Who was ignoring all of that? He's just so pissed off.
So on the other side, Adder and Leon Yin, you find your way to the tackle salesman.
Yeah, where do all the fishermen hang out?
So you know, this little cart is right next to the signups. They just figured they'd get more money that way if they were.
Yeah. Well, I want to look for because I'm sure there's more than one fisherman, right? So I want to look for where
Yeah,
like
it's a lot of them.
I want to look for a I'm looking for a particular kind of fisherman, right? I think the Leonian is looking for either somebody who's down on their luck and winning the fishing tournament would like bring business and like restore like balance, in for themselves in the society, or like a young up and coming fisherman who's like trying to make a name for them, they're really good but nobody believes them, kind of thing. And also looking for basically tales and legends of like the fish that could never be caught, or whatever kind of thing. So like something like that um, is kind of
Okay.
what the Leonian is looking for.
Just like walking around the festival for a bit, you're not really getting any of that.
Is there anybody out in fishing boats right now, out on the water in fishing boats that are like, instead of celebrating, they are fishing? They're like working instead.
With
There's
fireworks?
some people. Well, not really, because the tournament starts tomorrow. There's not really anybody working right now.
Okay, so
Plus,
like,
the a lot of the quote unquote real fishermen would be fishing out by from the harbor.
okay,
So,
well, then
like there's definitely fishermen here at the festival that came here
yeah,
to with their families and stuff like that. But
but
just like
they wouldn't be on hard times,
picking
right?
picking them out, yeah, it would be
I could look for
tough.
those telltale signs of the of somebody who has been, who lives their life as a fisherman, probably.
You could probably have a better chance finding someone at the commons than you would.
So yeah, so then that's I think.
So you'd kind of leave the festival grounds and head out down to the commons.
Well, I think I'll ask Ada. Should we buy our fishing equipment first, or should we find an expert who also would love to win this fishing tournament and go on a journey with them to one of the help them win this tournament and create one of the most memorable and successful moments in their life, and go to the commons and find someone who needs to win this tournament and help them win?
Well, it may surprise you, but I'm actually not the best fisherman. So yes, I'm from a fishing village, but I've spent most of my time in training and doing other things.
Who's the best fisherman from your village?
That's hard to say. In my village in Xian, there's a few that are okay, but in Shu and Yu, there are many great fishermen.
Was the greatest fisherman from your village able to celebrate? Or are they at home working?
I'd say they're at home. They live a very simple life. They may be here. Surely we can find a competent fisherman, and
you recall the name Asatali as your village's main fisherman, or
Asatali.
Asatali, Asutali.
His name was Asatali. It'd be hard to find him in such a crowd. But if you did, he knows me, and I'm sure that he would let us tag along.
Well, I could pay him. Or the reward, I was told, if we catch a sea monster, then the emperor themselves would celebrate the fisherman as one of the greatest of all times, and it would feed the palace for months. And what greater way to gain the notoriety of your fellow countrymen than to be honored by the emperor themselves?
I think the whole time that as soon as you say sea monster, Adder's looking at you with wide eyes and very furrowed brow. And then when you get done, did you just say sea monster? What? Yes. Why are you so adamant to get yourself killed?
Do you think a sea monster would kill me?
Without a doubt.
Would you allow a sea monster to kill me?
I don't know. I guess I doubt my abilities to stop.
That won't do at all. And I grab you by both of your arms. I feel safer when you're around than I ever have. And a sea monster does not scare me as long as you are by my side.
I kind of jerk my arms back from you. Leonian, I know that this may be a very disrespectful thing to say to someone in your position, but I think that you're lying to me. Just as you did a while ago. I missed nothing while you're chasing an assassin.
I guess our understanding of something is different. I apologize. I also bought, and then I just recount. I go through the entire day, through its monotony. Every person I spoke to that day, everything that I bought, everything that I saw, everything that I walked past, like what each person looked like, the clothes that they were wearing, what I thought was interesting about them, what I thought was disinteresting about them. And I go through every single detail as we're walking. Does that make you
Okay.
feel better?
Yeah.
It took like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Leonian, wherever you decide to go, I'll go. What is the name again? I need to write it down. I just remember the ass part of it.
ASUTALI. Asatali.
Asatali. Well,
We can find Asatali, and if you're, can we just let's see what he thinks about pursuing a sea monster, huh?
wonderful.
Can
This is
can
gonna be
you
so much
can
fun.
you summon a sea monster? I'm very worried about this, Leonian. I must admit.
Can I make a religion check or to see if I know of any rituals that might be used to summon sea monsters in the past?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Be a 13.
You know that there is no recorded ritual on how to like just manually manifest a sea monster.
No.
Most likely they are just hungry and there's a big ship out fishing, so they destroy it and eat all the people.
Oops.
So, listen, DM, don't plant sea monster in and then just attack us with like a level 14 fucking kraken, okay, homie?
Yeah, you
Like,
were
don't
left
dangle
with
this bait in front of
options
me.
of like alligator sharks and other
I'm gonna keep talking in.
blue snapping
I mean, these seem cool. I'll
turtlefish.
catch one. That's a sea monster to me. Look, I'm gonna go off the fisherman's expertise, right? That's why I'm searching for an NPC that might
Because you
be.
asked about legends, that's when he brought up sea monster.
Yeah, if there's some
He
like
wasn't just gonna straight up
legendary.
tell you.
If there's some legendary like also legends could be like a legendary you said alligator shark that is like missing an eye and that nobody has yet to catch, or what was snapping turtlefish was one of them. Yeah, like a legendary snapping turtlefish that always breaks the bait or always breaks the line no matter how powerful the lead.
Big
Oh, oh
Phil.
wow, guys, these are looking really good. It's like Spio and then Mayday back to back, like posting. They're just getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. So I mean, that's fine. That's a legend to me. Like it doesn't have to be a kraken. It could be, it could be Scar, or it could be the one that always, you think you have. It always steals away like the largest carp that you catch or something. Some local legend of a fish that that's how you always lose your bait. Whenever your line gets snagged and you can't retrieve your
he just doesn't want
lure.
to feed who he thinks is a child in this overgrown kimono.
Yeah.
A bunch of dangerous ideas.
Well, the Leonion's like it's also
Yeah.
like 5'5", 5'6", so they're not like tiny.
Could also
Perception.
be a
It's
FMA
illusion.
Scar.
Did you say roll perception?
No, I said like it's a perception.
Oh
It's
yeah,
massive.
they just thought it was a child.
Yeah.
They are very innocent. Okay, let's go find them. Tali.
Yes, Asatali.
You said it, not me. And the Leonian will giggle a little, and then should be called him Asatali, and I start yelling out into the crowd, Asatali.
I'm just kind of like shaking my head, walking behind her, and also looking to see if I see him.
You're embarrassed, but then also
Um,
like, well, this could work.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
you're is Israfil following Wu, by the way?
I would think so, yeah.
Okay. As you're looking around, you see like in the distance the only two like really red dressed people, like looks like they're leaving the festival grounds.
Oh, they don't have to roll perception for that. Lame.
Bright red.
In a
Yeah.
sea of blue, that's with fireworks.
I mean, you see a couple Yanti, but no one responds to the call of Asatali. And
Well, I'll go to the commons, and I'll just try to find a fisherman that wants to or and hopefully needs to win this tournament.
okay. Kirameki, what are you doing as you see, as you're observing, you see Leon Yin and Adder head south towards the commons, and you see Israfil and Wu heading towards the market.
What are they up to? As I just kind of, I'm just continually looking around. Like I'm essentially just waiting for something big to happen.
So
I'm just
the only
actively
place
looking out.
you like didn't check, it was one of the other like possible directions that they were headed towards, and that is the commons. So I think you'd have some kind of like, I didn't scout over there yet vibe or feeling. Does that make sense?
Yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, I would definitely position myself to where I could get a decent view of that area, then more so than the other islands.
So I think you'd have to like cross the bridge and stuff and get on a building over there. If you do that, give me
Yeah,
another
I mean,
stealth
if
check.
I can, I'll get up on top of the main palace, like straight up, just looking like.
Well, I think you'd be a few hundred meters away.
Yeah.
From. I think it'd be tough. Well, I guess if you just hear like some kind of commotion, maybe I think you could probably listen for something like that. But to directly see what's happening over at the commons, I don't think you could.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I'll just my goal is just to try to get in a position to where I can be able to see or hear things coming from that area then.
Okay.
So whether that's on top of like a tower or some sort of high vantage point to be able to see if, if there is some sort of like explosion or a flash of light or, anything out of the ordinary like that, then I might be able to potentially see it regardless of where it would be, I guess, if there's anything that tall.
Okay. Yeah. You get on like the first building here is the inn, and it's like 3 stories. You can definitely get on top of that. What happened?
I'm a failure at producing. All right, continue.
Oh. Give me. Yeah, give me a stealth check. And since Leon Yin and Adder are being observant, you guys can give me perceptions as well.
We're going in the totally opposite direction.
Yeah.
Love
You
that.
get this. Yeah, this party does it a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say this is not our. We're no strangers to this.
All right, so I'm
11.
doing a perception.
You are
So-
doing a stealth.
A stealth, okay.
Uh-oh.
What is Adder's
Not terrible.
perception?
Is 11. You trail behind them like 50 meters. They don't hear you. You like up the top of this inn, and you're Batman watching over them. You see, as you guys are in the commons, you definitely see some of people, late to the festival. Some people that are done with the festival for the night, headed back. But the first building to your right, as you like get over to the commons, is the inn or the bar. It's called the Dirty Lake Inn. And if you're looking for someone down on their luck, it's a good place to.
So
The slums bar inn, essentially.
you said that's what the Leon Yin and Adder see? Could you describe what Adder sees? And then and then maybe what Leon Yin sees, or I can describe what Leon Yin sees. How how she sees it differently.
What?
Yeah,
like as you go
what does
in,
it look like?
or
Well, no, what does it look like from the outside? Yeah.
So kind of like your standard wood. There's like some split, like the steps are splintered, like nails bent hanging out, squeaky boards. It's not like super well kept. Probably one of the best buildings in this neighborhood. As you look around. But definitely the common theme, like as you look at the window next to the door, like the main entrance, there's, like a nail hanging out, like not nailed in all the way and bent, out of the corner of the windowsill. You hear, commotion on the inside, just like a typical tavern. Some people sing, and they're still, celebrating the Lunar Festival in their own way inside. Some of the boards are miscolored to the others, a little lighter or
A little
darker.
newer. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little older. Yeah.
Little patch holes.
I've never met a fisherman who didn't drink.
I've never met a fisherman who didn't have a stand sign where they were signing people up for a tournament, or that wasn't being attacked actively by a spirit.
Oh, well. Let's find a different type of fisherman. How about it? And I'll walk in. Has it got like saloon doors? What did you say the door looked like? Oh,
You're muted.
That has a regular, like, wooden front door.
I will.
It says welcome on, engraved on the front.
I'll open the door, and
This is going to be so much fun.
we'll see. And I'll follow her in. Close the door behind us.
I'm following you at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can just hear like gasps of excitement and awe and wonder kind of emanating from the Lianyan as she's taking in, or as they are taking it in, like all this like this newness, everything, just experiencing new stuff.
You guys are heading into a building, you said?
Yeah, they went inside the building that you're on top of.
Okay.
It's like an old bar, like this rundown bar is pretty much what we're going into for the lower echelons of the of society.
I think at one point I would, before you all leave my sight, I would kind of just think to myself, man, does Adder know the back of his hair really looks like that?
Does that or what? I missed it.
Does Adder know the back of his hair looks like that?
Damn.
He's been asleep for a day. He's all cowlicked.
Tell me about it.
Like an imprint where your cobra hood is.
Mm-hmm. Ha ha.
It's okay, man. I live that life for real instead of imaginary, so it's not that big a deal.
I'm bald, so you know.
That's true. That's true. You do have alopecia.
You guys walk in and it is crowded. Mostly every table is full.
I'm looking for
bar,
that. I'm looking. I feel like, because I kind of know the Leonian a little bit. I'm looking for that one dude sitting by himself at the edge of the bar, 1,000 yards stare into the shot glass. You
see it.
Yeah.
There's when you walk in the back right, like the opposite side of the bar, you see this guy sitting in the corner. He's got his like pipe. It's like glowing his face a little bit. One of his big scar down his right eye. It's the eye, his actual eye has lost color on that eye. He has kind of like some like raggedy, like a dirty old like kimono, kind of like common like everyday wraps, and you see like a peg, like he has a peg leg sticking out from the side of the table, because he can't like bend his leg all the way, so it's just kind of sitting out to the side. He's got like 3 mugs around him on front of the table. And he's just staring.
Yeah, I just kind of wave on Leon Yin, just kind of with my head, kind of motion towards him, and I walk up to him. Can I buy you another drink, sir?
I make my own money.
Well, I'll just be forward. We're looking for the help of a fisherman. This is the Leon Yin.
I'm not standing beside you.
You're not?
Nope.
I motion towards nothing.
You got a mouse in your pocket.
Yeah.
I turn around. Where is she gone? I look for Leon Yin.
I'm over at a card table looking over somebody's shoulder at their hand.
Oh shit!
Like, and I'm like pointing at their card.
I excuse me. I'll be right back. And I go over towards her and I just kind of like snatch her up and pull her back a little bit if I can, if I have time.
I mean, you can get to her and she's like, "Oh, that one, that one."
Oh, but and if you play this one, then you will have one over everyone else's. I know the rules to this one. Why aren't you playing that one? Why are you hiding it? Because surely you would win right now. Why are you pretending as if you were to lose?
Just
Oh,
cut her
God.
off. Cut her off. Pull her back.
Keep her away from the table.
Yeah, my apologies. And I kind of not in a forceful way or anything, but just pull her to the side. The onion, these men. This is a game of deception. You can't look at someone's cards, and you definitely can't say them aloud to the other players. You're going to get us in a lot of
When you're
trouble in
talking, you
here.
just hear like a big slam and the like mugs clash. Ah! You ruined my hand.
I didn't change it in any way, I swear.
Yeah, but they knew I was bluffing.
Oh, you were purposefully deceiving them.
He like throws his cards and walks out. And you hear him like, under, kind of like under his breath, pissed off.
I look at the other people.
They're happy and cheering. Yeah, we got him off the table.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Does this mean you can't play now because you're down one person? I'll take a spot if it means that you can't because he's gone. And now that you can play, I apologize.
She will not. She will not. And I just kind of pull her. I just pull her again. But we came
Well,
here for a reason. Let's.
yes, to be with the people. It's you said it was okay, but it's a game of deception, and you have money, and then you try to deceive others so you can take their money, and that is the fun.
Yes.
Is it? Do I understand the rules correctly? Is this
Yeah.
enough money? And I pull out a string of my like coins out of my thing. Is this enough money for me to play?
Are you asking Adder or
No, the
the?
table. I'm trying to get 3 people against, or however many people are at the table against Adder, basically, because they'll want my naive ass to play with them.
Oh yeah, it's more than enough. Yeah, sit down.
Is it okay? I'm sorry, I didn't understand the rules of deception before. And is is that okay?
Oh no, you're not supposed to deceive anyone.
Yes, you are. He's trying to deceive you, the onion.
Oh, okay. I think I understand. And but you can't see, but there's like a wink. No
Yeah,
deception, yes. And
your
they
like
can't
head
see
like
that I'm
bobbed
winking.
towards
Yeah,
Adder, like.
yeah. They don't. So I think they don't know that I'm pretending to be to agree with them because I think that they're already playing the game of deception with me by telling me not to be
Mm-hmm.
deceptive at this. Oh, of course, yes. And I'll sit down at the table, very proper, and I'll take these motherfuckers for all they got. And should do should I buy a round of drinks for everyone to apologize?
Yeah.
1 round of drinks for everyone, and I'll tell the bartender.
Okay. The whole bar?
Yes.
Sheesh.
Yeah, he's just like,
I still
"Yeah,
have
got
like
money."
this
no.
the string of coins hanging from my hand. Yes.
30 gold, please.
Wow. How many people are in this bar and how much are drinks?
It's like full. There's like 20 people in here.
So
Like every
a-
table has someone
a
added. The whole
single-
bar is lined up.
There's like you said there's like 20 people, but there's drinks. So drinks are like over a gold a piece. They're not like a copper or something. Like a round like a mug of ale.
The festival upcharge, bro.
God
Yeah.
dang, I guess
You
so.
get a souvenir cup.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it says the Dirty Lake Inn on it.
Yeah, right.
It's engraved.
Yeah.
Lunar Festival year 2042.
From years prior, you know. A couple.
I
Oh,
yell.
yeah.
Adder yells out.
Aged.
Or
30
they're
gold.
actively trying to upcharge me, I guess.
Yeah, 30 gold. Are you fucking kidding me? That is outlandish. And I'll say, I'll look at like if there's an actual menu around or a price on listed anywhere, what it actually is.
Or like you could probably look at somebody who has cups in front of them, and then they have like an amount of coins stacked up beside their last cup, and then and another stack of coins that are identical for their next cup. You know, like the regular at the bar who has been setting, the money for their last one and their next one underneath, and the bartender just picks it up whenever, kind of thing.
I'll make whatever kind of check
If you've
I
ever
need
been to a
to.
bar, if you ever hung out in a bar for any time, there's always that one guy who like has each drink that he's gonna have kind of set up there, and it always has like a little bit of a tip added, but he keeps the tip money in his hand, so when the bartender gives it to him, he feels good about giving the bartender the tip.
Yeah, so after you ask
raindrop
for the
cake.
menu, he like pulls like
Yeah.
something from under the counter.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
do
what I-
see like the red ale special would come out to that 30 gold for everybody. It's like
The most
top,
expensive, like
the triple top shelf.
120-year-old bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are some for like 5 copper a piece. The
and I'll grab the
whale
menu.
snapper brew.
I'll grab the menu and I lean down and whisper in Leon Yin's ear. If they believe that you're rich, the likelihood of them trying to rob us goes up. And then I'll pick like some drink that's like, I don't know, a few copper a piece.
Yeah, just a regular drink, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
regular drink. And I'll say, and I'll take it back up to him. One of these for everyone would be fine. Is everyone okay with it? Just an ale? Then, I'll address the bar.
Yeah, people are yeah. They're down for it.
Okay.
With that price, it is 125 copper, so 1 gold.
That sounds better. That sounds better.
1 gold.
2 silver, 5
and-
copper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I can deduct it. Now that's something I can actually remove.
We were about to down like bottles of Pappy Van Winkle in this,
Yeah,
in
right.
this
Yeah.
fishing bar.
Yeah. They have to go down to the cellar and get the stash.
Like unlock it. They need 2 people
Mhm.
each with like they're sweating. They're both like a 1, 2. They have to turn the locks at the same time.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm ready to take their money. However you want to do that.
Yeah. How are we gonna do that? Oh. So
Whenever I buy that, by the way, I'm going to use whenever they give the bar, I'm gonna say, please, cheers. And I will cheers them all. And I will use Fey presence.
Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll use Fey presence.
beguiling and fearsome presence.
I'm gonna charm us.
To charm everybody at the table, so that way, hopefully I can get all of my poker rolls with advantage.
Do you get to leave people out of it, or do I need to make a save?
Probably need to make a save too. I mean, I don't think the Leon Yin's like doesn't want you to also be charmed by them.
Is it a charisma save?
Save 0, warlock spell save DC.
Yes.
For charmed.
Yeah, you
DC 14.
You cast with your charis, so yeah.
Meets it, beats it. Actually, I rolled a 21. I rolled a 14 out of 21. I have advantage on the save.
It's a wisdom saving throw, actually. Wisdom.
Oh, it's wisdom. Okay.
Wisdom saving throw. DC 14.
Still have advantage, but I don't have. Oh, I might not get it. Let's see.
Why didn't you guys come to drink with the Leon Yin at the CD bar?
Right now, I was actually about to say, once we realized Kirmeki isn't there, I think we would turn around and start looking for
And come
Adder.
join. Yeah, come join. Yeah, you guys are gonna walk into some crazy shit.
I rolled 2
I love this.
13s. I'm charmed.
So you're gonna be swept up in the moment with the Leon Yin.
Oh,
I mean, it's
totally,
Leon
yeah.
Yin's choice on charm or frightened.
Charmed. I want everybody to be charmed.
Okay.
Yeah, because charmed gives me advantage on all of my advantage on ability checks to interact socially with all the creatures. So that would be like deceptions and my bluff checks and my insight checks, reading them and stuff. So basically, like I've charmed them, and basically in my mind, I think that they think that the Leon Yin is a complete idiot, and the Leon Yin is pretending with them.
Yeah.
In a way, like a complete, like they're that like winking way, like of like
unfortunately,
not under,
I
like
don't have
Leon
a
Yin
card
is missing
game
something.
built into VTT.
No, you don't have to. No, we don't have to do that. We don't have to do all that.
Yeah.
You can make it a series of rules or whatever you think.
Yeah,
skill
that's
check
what
thing
we're
in your
gonna do.
head. Whatever, or just make it narrative. You don't have. We don't. However you feel. It's supposed to tell a story, right? And not just supposed to be like a fun little story time. So.
I'm gonna do what same way we gambled in the other inn.
Single dice roll, like 1d6. Whoever gets higher. That was crazy.
Best of 3.
All right. So so having charmed everybody, or having done the charm or whatever, would I get advantage on like? So I'm thinking like like bluffing and insight and persuasion, or to like like to have them put more money in, or to not take to think that I don't know what I'm doing and stuff like that. That I'm getting lucky each time I win. Every time I lose is because is that they convinced me to do so.
Right. So, the Li Yin can go first. I mean, technically, you guys are playing cards, but
Yeah. So like, yeah, like so. Anytime that they bluff, like so there would be times whenever I, that they're bluffing me, but I know they're, but maybe I would know they're bluffing, so I let them win. But they think that they keep. Oh well, I guess you just got unlucky that time. And the Leon Yin knows that they didn't get unlucky, but then thinks that they're pretending, so that they play into the pretend, because they don't realize that they're trying to manipulate me, because like they said that it's a game of deception. So the Leon Yin thinks that their deception is kind-hearted and part of the fun of the game,
yeah.
and they don't. And in my head, they think they don't get that part. They think that they're actually manipulating the Leon Yin,
Oh yeah,
and those are like the success. Yeah.
they got they think they got you wrapped around their finger.
And the Leon Yin
So
thinks that they know that, but they think that also the Leon Yin thinks that they know that she's playing along. Even
I know
but
that you know that I think you know.
yes,
That you
but
know.
yeah. And so anytime they get upset, it's like, because that's just, you're supposed to be a little mad, It's like, oh well, we're not actually gonna get into a fight, but you're supposed to bang the table and get a little upset,
Mhm.
because that's part of the fun of the game. But nobody's actually upset, because they knew that they might lose money, and they're not betting more money than they could possibly go without, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Okay, so what do I need to roll here?
I mean, how much are you see?
I don't know what.
Everybody puts in 2 gold
2 gold? Absolutely,
Mhm.
yeah. I put in
for
two
the first
gold, but
hand.
I don't. But I for the first hand. I
Mhm.
guess would this not be in like rounds or like buy-ins or whatever? That's
Yeah, no,
fine.
it's not like Texas Hold'em. Uh,
Yeah. So
and
the
then
first little bit of this is 2 gold. That's fine. I think the Leonian first puts in 2 solid gold, and then realizes that nobody else is, like, other people, theirs are like in copper and like silvers and stuff. So takes that
Mhm.
back and puts it on there, and then pulls out 2 gold worth of like coppers and silvers and tries to match.
Okay.
So basically, I'm showing
Yeah.
them that I have a lot more money, and then I put it back, and then all that.
Because you are because you used your Fey present, would you like to roll a D8 instead of a D6 when everyone else is rolling a D6?
Mm, sure, I guess.
Say yes.
Yes, I'd like advantage.
To me, this is you. Yeah. To me, this is. I mean,
Is what I'd
so like
like. I'd
what you're
like to.
saying?
I'd like
2
to go into
separate
this situation
D6.
without any type of harm coming my way and just win. DM, that's what I would like.
Yeah.
But you tell me. You tell me. If you,
And a D8 gives you 2 more chances on the roll, right?
well, yeah, it's like, yeah.
2 more options that could still beat their 6s if they
Mm-hmm.
maxed.
That's true. That's true. That's true. So is that what you want me
So
to do? Should we roll a
yeah,
d8?
yeah, and they're all gonna roll a D6.
Okay, 5. Oh, a 6.
Where?
Oh, these guys are pretty good. Oh wow.
Sheesh. Yeah, all 3 of you guys had a pair, and it's just like standard. You get 5 cards,
Mhm.
you get to replace one, and draw one. And but one guy, he came out with a flush. Luck of the draw. I'll be taking your coin. And he
And
sweeps up everybody's
that's more
coin.
than 2 of a kind. That's more than 2 pair, correct? And also more than 3 of a kind, but less than if you have 3 of a kind and then also 2 pair, which is like a full boat, correct? Because the full boat is
I
more
think
than the flush, or
you might want to help your friend over there. He points it at her. How about we up the ante? 5 gold. He's very
one more round?
another more
I'm also gonna get him drunk. Because they like
Okay.
being drunk.
Yeah.
That's why you come to a bar, is to get really drunk.
Yeah. Be the same price.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll challenge one of them to drinks while we're doing it.
What's the what was it again? It was 1 gold, 2 silver. Okay, and 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Copper. Got it.
Essentially 125 copper.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right. Round number 2.
I try to convince them to keep it at the 2 gold though. Because I look at everybody else who's playing and see how much when he says 5 gold.
Per
to see if it-
persuasion with advantage.
Yeah, to see like how it would hurt those other people, and I'm like, oh well, they can't keep playing all night long with this expendable money that they this is obviously expendable money, and so they want to play all night. So that's a 24, and then
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I guess I see your point. And jeez, this dude is on fire.
Mhm. No, it's a 1.
I win again.
I would like to
Ishin's,
do I'd like to do an insight check on the way that he's playing the game to make sure he's not cheating.
Okay. I send it.
Oh God.
Is that also with advantage?
Yeah, sure.
Since it's like a social thing? Oh, just 16. No, I don't know.
My roll wasn't like a counter to your insight.
Oh, okay.
It was like a
To see if he was or not.
correct. And yeah, you notice like a wrap under, like when he's going to swipe the coin up,
Mhm.
you see like just like under his sleeve like a wrap, like a few inches down from his wrist.
Mm.
I say something really nice to Leon Yin's like, you really are so charitable. I've never met anyone like you.
Well, it's about having fun. So this next round, I want to play, and I would like to see if anybody else knows that this person is cheating, and if like they're all in on it, or if this person has also been swindling their friends.
I think it's pretty clear he's swindling his friends.
Okay. So on this next one, I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the hand as if into the fact that I know that he's like switching cards or whatever, and to try to like let's see, how is he? So you said he's got like he's got him like he's like been palming him or whatever.
Yeah, you're pretty sure he's got cards in that wrap under his wrist.
Under the wrist. Okay. So then I make it. So this time I make it like this. I make it like I start like talking to the people beside me in between the hands. Like as the drinks are coming around, I take a break just from the hand long enough to make it like a little game or whatever, like this, like a social mimicry thing, where it's like we all like ha or whatever. But when I do, I'm like, all right, I said, well then, I guess it's time to really roll our sleeves up and whatever. And I try to make this, and I make it like a thing of like trying to get basically everybody, it's like whenever everybody, cheers, or everybody, sets their cup, tries to balance something on a cup or whatever. Like I try to get basically everyone to join in this silly thing of us all rolling our sleeves up.
Oh yeah, Adder's the first one to do it. Yeah, let's roll our and he starts to
Yeah.
do it too.
Yeah.
Kind of clapping and
Mm-hmm. And try to try to convince
feel like
everybody to
I feel like the
participate.
charm is like a good drunk. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of it the wrong way, but
I think, Chad, I think you've been out with me before whenever I've done this.
yeah,
Actually. You've actually seen me do this very thing to people who are
for
like
sure.
being way too serious and swindling, and I'd like lighten the mood, make it fun, make it a little game, and try to take away a little bit of the fact that they're like they think they have one over on everybody. And they're forgetting the
Yeah,
language of camaraderie.
he does it. Everyone does it. And
Okay,
he's
okay.
got that
So-
rap there, but
So this time,
but
but
it
now
isn't
it's
like it's showing.
but so now we can see the rap,
If he
right?
tries
We
it,
can,
yeah.
exactly. It's not hidden beneath anything. It's not hidden beneath his sleeves and stuff.
Okay. What I'm gonna do for him. What did it work? So see if it worked. All right. He's gonna go last with disadvantage.
Okay.
So 2-2. Now he's going with disadvantage.
Thank God.
Hey. Oh, let you off easy on this one. Oh, Leon, yeah, and thanks for the drinks.
Yeah.
Everybody's cheering.
And I say, well, that means it's my deal then. That means I won. So I've lost 2. I've lost 4 gold, but then I won 2 gold at that one. So I'm
No,
down
you
2.
won everyone's gold. It's 2 per person, so you
Oh shit.
just won 2, 4, 6, 8 gold.
So I won 8 gold and I've lost 4 total.
Yeah.
So I've won a total of 4 gold. All right. I'll buy another round of drinks with the 4 gold. Keep them coming, and I throw that 4 gold to the bartender, and then I also well, then it's my deal. And as I reach over to grab the cards, the ones that he would be switching in and out during the time of, like, because they're different backs or different faces or whatever, I just grab all of them. I like try to slide one out, like just grab them all, like put my hands over top of his hands where his like thing is, and just grab and like use my fingers to like pull out all of them to just one, just as many as I can out of his little arm piece.
He's like, oh, no, and they start spilling out.
I make it subtle. I make it try to not to let everybody.
Oh,
else
you're
see
making it. Oh, I thought you were just like ripping them out.
Well, as I'm gathering the cards and here, you, and I tell one of the people at the table, pick your favorite drink, whatever it is, and I hand him the 4 gold, and then another one, I'm like, oh, you almost had me, this and that, and like, try to kind of distract the table or whatever, but also, I want to grab those cards and then, these must have got mixed in, is the idea, and then just set them aside. Is what I would like to do.
Slide a hand.
Okay. Ooh.
Like feels you grabbing his wrist. What are you doing?
Oh. Sorry. Did you hurt yourself?
I'm wounded.
Oh. We have an ad incoming. Nice. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Would you like me to heal it?
Oh no, it's bandaged. I think it'll be okay.
I want to cast friends on him. While everybody's like going to grab other stuff and whatnot. And I want to cast friends on him, which gives me and try to convince him to basically just give me the cards that he's been cheating with, and I won't tell anybody.
You say that to him, or you're just
I cast the spell friends.
right. And that says that he will give you cards.
Well, to take the cards that he's been hiding. Like I cast the spell Friends. How do you cast it from here? I guess I just go to my spell book. There you go. Oops. It's let's see. For the duration, you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature that isn't hostile towards me, and when the spell ends, they realize that I've used magic to influence them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and which I think is good. I want them to know that that I, that I knew, but I wasn't like pointing it out. So I want to try to convince them to basically like take those or actually
Not shoot no more.
actually do you mind if I wrap the bandages, they look like they might need to be replaced here. Would you like please allow me to rebandage it but cleanly while the drinks are coming. And I try to rebandage it so they can't get to their cheating cards.
Yeah, I think that works.
Is that okay? Well, I try to
Mhm.
convince them to let me rebandage it.
Yeah,
Or
no,
just, they're not
it's-
rebandage it, but just like apply it over the top, even,
Yeah, no, you have no issues.
All right,
Oh,
cool.
fine, But yeah, I was just waiting for you to like actually say like something to him to give, because you're wanting to take the cards,
Yes,
but he's
yeah.
obviously not going to until
So
you
I don't
say,
let, yeah.
"Give me the cards."
So I'm not gonna say give me the cards. I'm gonna
Yeah.
wrap it up a little tighter. There we go. All right, now we can. You should be able to play much better now. Here, and halfway through this hand, halfway through like this round or whatever, I look over at somebody. I look around, and I'd like to make an insight check to see if there's somebody who really wants to play but doesn't have, maybe not have the money to, or maybe is socially ostracized in a way that these guys don't let them play or whatever.
There's definitely
You
like
know.
observers. Like you could
Yeah.
pick anyone standing around the table watching, probably.
Yeah, I look for somebody who's terribly excited, like a low. Do you mind playing the rest of this for me?
Oh, thank you, please.
Yeah. And now that they can't, now that other person can't cheat, and this person can sit down at a fair table. And that's just what I'm gonna do while I'm waiting for, like, everybody to. You said that other people were gonna be coming in and whatnot. I think then I'll go. The Leonian will. Let's see. We have 4 rounds coming. Then the Leonian's gonna pull out her. Let's see, her dulcimer. And since everybody's charmed, I'm gonna make a performance check. And I'm gonna start playing the dulcimer, and singing bar songs. And I'm gonna try to invite people in to tell me like what some of the songs of this land are, and teach and try to play them so we can try to get the whole bar into a big chant and singing all together.
Yeah, give me a performance.
Okay. That would be with advantage as well, since it's like a social thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
All right, 16.
You're making it more lively. People are
Right.
cheering, and
There's a fair game of cards going now.
some
I took all
of
the
the
money I won.
traditional songs that you've like learned about from your studies, they're all singing along.
And I take all the money that I won again and just give it directly back to the people to be shared and drink in the revelry. And I I imagine I don't know if I've been dodging at her this whole time, or if I don't know.
No, dude, I'm joining in. I'm banging on the table and stomping my feet to give you a little drum action, and I'm shaking the rattlers on my braids a little bit to give you some like maraca action. Yeah,
he's charmed too, so he's just been chilling.
I'm helping.
just
I'm
vibing.
helping you. I'm digging it. I'm feeling it.
Is there a game that you would want to play? Maybe the one where they throw things at that target. Here.
Wide-eyed. Oh, yeah. Darts, yes, I've played darts before. Anybody want to play me in darts?
I hand you a gold worth of silver pieces to also participate.
I have this much, and I hold it up in my hand.
Do you guys mind taking a $5?
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
I was gonna do it earlier, but I didn't want to like break that scene yet.
Is that a good enough scene? How many times am I gonna throw you a
All right.
curveball, homie?
We're gonna take a short rest, everybody. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
I threw a knuckleball.
Hey everybody, just going to take the time to say real quick while we're on break. Don't forget, we are doing a dice and dice tray giveaway in 2 weeks. Everybody gets a ticket, and you can buy more tickets with your points. So they can't hear you. But yeah.
Y'all.
Right. We back.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so we are back.
Yep.
Oh, so giveaway, exclamation point giveaway. Just by watching, you get points. You don't. There's no requirement for followage, subs, or anything like that. But if you do follow, if you do sub, or you donate, you get extra points for later giveaways we will do.
Looks like Mayday is
that's
saying
it.
they've capped at 10. Is
10
that
I
ten
tickets.
tickets?
Yeah.
I capped it. So I thought we were doing this just like one giveaway at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So I capped them at 10 for each one, essentially.
Okay.
And then they can continue to save points for the next one we do.
Nice.
And I was going to
Okay.
increase it. I was going to increase it based on like how many people, after we gather data on the first one.
Okay. So we're capped at 10 currently?
hmm And I
All
was
right.
worried because these points didn't start right away like the channel points did.
Also, I mean, I just have a feeling that this will go completely fine. And of course, if it does, then we'll continue to do things like this. I mean,
Yep.
This is kind of something that I've wanted to do anyways. So, if you don't win this time, don't worry, there will be stuff in the future.
Yeah, and you guys can thank Spio Mabio specifically for this one. He went out on he just went out and bought them and said, "Hey guys, we're giving these away to people who watch us." We're like, "Cool, that's
Hey,
amazing."
I'm just trying to give back to
Yeah.
all the people that have been supporting and following and watching our stuff. We greatly appreciate it, and
We do.
yeah.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
We
being
thank
here
you,
with us.
Spio. Spio, thank you, Daddy Spio. You're awesome. Listen, I didn't want to tell anybody this since we're not live right now, but you're my favorite character in
We are
the
live.
Yuansu campaign. I mean, I think the DM's the greatest character, but also you, Spio.
All right. So as we get back over here to the what I say it was muddy water, dirty water inn.
The Dirty Water Inn, yeah, you've got it listed
The-
on here. The Dirty Water Inn, in this little group of buildings.
The dirty water inn. As you're pointing out like the darts and stuff. So you've probably been here for
We played several
an
hands
hour.
of poker, yeah.
Yeah, an hour or so.
Played several
And
more than just a hand at a time, right? Because those roles represent like full kind of games, don't they?
correct.
Yeah.
I feel like when Leon Yin states that she really likes Kiramaki, that Adder comes out of his charmed condition. And,
but
and attacks.
Wu and Israfil come walking into the dirty water inn as they've been wandering the entire capital for an hour looking.
Kirameki, are you
Where
just at the
it's-
top? You've been at the top, sitting on top of the dirty water in the whole time?
But
Yeah,
yeah, you come
chilling.
in, Woo and Israfil, you walk in and you see the Lian Yin like strumming away, singing, leading everybody in songs of the water capital.
Wu walks out immediately.
Has, do you,
Nope, not dealing
has
with
a
this.
panic attack.
Well, I mean, I guess I got 9 silver is all I have left. So I'm gonna get a drink.
Um,
You like as you're going to get a drink, like someone just hands you a mug. There's like several rounds like in like queued up where there's like handing drinks out to people that don't have an empty hand.
Thank you, sir. Have you seen a gentleman by the name of Adder here?
As you say, thank you, sir, she like looks down at her boobs and is like,
I apologize, ma'am.
that's rude. And she walks away. Yeah, Adder's right next to Leon Yin. Like
I'd imagine she doesn't
they're like
look.
they're
She
like
doesn't look
playing
at.
music
She looks at
together.
her outfit, which is a display of her femininity, right? And as she is like celebrating, and she's like, "Wow, really?" Like, okay. Which is a celebration of her feminine form.
Yeah, you see, no problem seeing Adder. Is Wu actually walking out? Just making sure.
Yeah, 100%
Okay.
walked out and is just kind of like posted up by the door, waiting on Israfil, and like kind of just continuing to watch outside the fireworks, watch for Kirameki, watch for the ninja people with the strange symbols on their face.
I dropped down
Okay.
next to Woo.
Oh fuck!
See anything?
Do you throw a karate chop at him?
Duty job.
No, just backs up a few feet. Christ, or Etma, honor and glory. We were looking for you. Where have you been the whole time?
You know, ever since last night, I kind of thought that there might be something a little bigger at play. I just kind of assumed that the fireworks might be a good distraction, so I was hoping to get a head start on whatever may go down or may not.
Yes, Wu puts his hands in his sleeves. Yeah, there's been a lot of very strange things happening as of late. One of them being you being at the crime scene of the death of this individual that we captured. Care to explain that?
Weren't you in the room with them?
Yes, I was.
I was just on the other side of the window.
That's your alibi? You just happened to be on the other side of the window when a dart flew into the back of this person's head?
I'm not really here to justify where I was when this person died, but
Hey, I'm just asking a few questions. No need to get hostile.
do you know anything about this one chi?
Who?
I guess
Is
not.
that like a subsect of Heiwa or something? I don't know. DM, would I know anything about these people as a religious person thing?
I'd say it's similar to here, to where it's just like rumors of like kids graffitiing town and stuff like that, even over in your capital.
Gotcha. Oh, yes, I've heard of a few things about them and their juvenile ways. Nothing that quite, I would think, resembles what we just witnessed and perceived.
Well, there were two others, right? You remember seeing two more individuals in front of the one that we were able to capture?
Yes, what happened? Did you happen to see where they went? You were doing a lot better scaling walls and things than we happen to be. My knees aren't quite what they used to be, you see.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm looking for. I was assuming that, they had something more than just running on the rooftops. That's why I've been a little bit more vigilant tonight. I mean, if that was me, of course, this would be the perfect time to pull off something, I think.
Yes, yes. Why didn't I think of that? I completely forgot about the other two. Was so wrapped up with the Lian Yan's antics and your poopy dog firework. It just must have
Well,
slipped my mind.
I mean, not that I have any expertise in this matter. I'm just a simple firework salesman, but I've seen the plays where people pull off certain things when there's huge distractions.
Yes, quite simple fireworks salesman. Yes, no, I would happen to agree with you. I'm not going back in there and discussing anything with Lian Yan or her accoutrement adder. If you would like to go grab them though, and maybe we can all gang up and maybe go possibly figure this out together. Or do we want to call it a night? I don't. I've had such an eventful time here in this water city. I don't know how I wrapped my things up in this.
Perhaps we've been thinking about this the wrong way, trying to use stealth to discover someone who also uses stealth. Maybe it's time we put the distraction at play.
What did you have in mind for a distraction?
Who do you know that causes a distraction pretty easily around here?
Wu just kind of like squints his eyes and turns towards the door, motioning like his anger and annoyance towards Leonian inside, even though the door's closed. But I have a few potential candidates in my mind.
Now, I don't want to put the Lian Yin in any more danger than you do, but
Oh no, yeah, we wouldn't want the Lian Yan in date. No, never.
I feel like this could be the
Never.
perfect opportunity if we present it appropriately.
Yeah, absolutely. I would concur, but I don't think her companion would much like that. He seems quite protective of her, and as he should be. The Leonian is very respected and is a very high authority figure person thing.
Well, I guess this would be under the assumption that the Lian Yin is a wielder of the elements. Have you actually seen anything like that, or are you able to confirm that?
I've seen a couple of things have. He just kind of like looks down and like massages his temples, recalling all the fun theatrics that the Leonian has done for him so far. Yes, I have seen her create fire and potentially play with water. Now, I don't know if that is with cause to an elemental ability or if that's just something a Leonian can do.
The lightning strike as well.
Yes, that too. Thank you. Not sure if that is that fire, lightning bending?
So, I think I said this in the chat just to clarify. Everyone would know this. There's a difference between being like a scholar of magic, like borrowing power, and then there's a natural ability to just use it, if that makes sense.
Would you
Yeah.
be able to tell the difference though? Like,
And we know
Is
that she's a
the-
scholar.
So then in like the common, what's common amongst the thought amongst the people, is that those who are born with the ability to do this it's a gift from the great spirits of each nation, right? Like these are like the chosen people or something of the great spirit. Like you were born with this gift. The Great Spirit has chose you to have that ability. Kind
Well,
of thing.
Yeah,
they
but
like
that
chose
doesn't eliminate the
people
possibility of being able to use other magic, though.
right. So ancient times, yes, and then it's just like been hereditary ever since. Essentially.
So really, we wouldn't know for sure. Then
Yeah,
I guess.
pretty much.
But it is uncommon for a elemental human to use multiple magic or multiple elements naturally.
We've seen a couple of these people like, washing their hands with water, just like creating it out of nowhere, or bartenders using it to, like pour drinks and things. Probably seen people in the streets like cleaning up who have the ability to like, wash the street.
They're
like
not doing like the verbal and like typical components to a spell.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, then I guess I don't know if she's a bender or not, and I don't think I don't know any.
Well,
I would
I mean,
assume that they would be the highest status target for for this sort of situation.
I've never seen, out of character, the Lian Yen use any semantic voice, anything like that. Like, even I've been around the Lian Yen, but would I have? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying like you need to roleplay that, but I'm just trying to figure out.
When she did the lightning bolt, you saw her like
With-
put her hands together, and like runes appeared around her hands.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah, that's
all of
right, I
these,
forgot
like,
about
shapy
that.
runes appear. Now,
Yeah.
there's some abilities that are a little bit different, but like whenever I charm or frighten an area, that one's a little different. But then, like, this one's like,
I wouldn't have seen you cast sleep on Adder or on the group of, or that one individual anyway. Like, it would feel like you were too far away for me to see any like mumbo jumbo kind of witch doctory stuff. But okay, cool. I would agree with you, Kirameki, in that aspect, but I believe once again, it's not me that you need to convince. It is Adder and the Lian Yen, as Adder is immediately going to shut that down as a high value target. His whole purpose in life is to protect the Lian Yen. So I'm not sure how you want to spin this. Perhaps we can do it like a game. The Lian Yen seems to love games, and Adder won't catch on quite right away, I would hope. He doesn't seem like the kind that would.
And I'm not necessarily saying that Adder has to be apart from the Lian Yen. Just if we can get them both out in the open alone, we may be able to draw the attention we need, at least enough to spot them, to be able to track them down at least.
Give me an insight, Wu.
Okay. There it is. Boom. Oh wow. First roll of the night. Nice.
You are like, as you're having this discussion, and he's talking about, she doesn't even need to be separated from Adder, and you're like in your mind, you're like, the note, the envelope.
God damn it. I totally forgot about the note. All right.
The one that's tucked in my breastplate right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. I don't even know that. Anyway, so yeah, Wu's eyes suddenly like he's like, yes. What we could do is, and he just stops. His eyes go wide. The note and the dagger and and he just throws his hands up in the air. Lord like turns around in this big sweeping movement towards the door, throws the door open, and marches straight like in a line like to Lian Yen.
So the
I'm sure like he's got the
Lian Yen's on a table, right in the
Okay.
back of the room, and like and there's a couple people around, and like stomping and clapping, and it's like, we'll pull the old chariot along, we'll pull the old chariot along, we'll pull the old chariot along, all hang on behind. it'd be all right if we
Hell
partied
yeah.
through the night, and singing like sea shanties, right, with the
Interesting.
people, and like
Nice.
and doing rounds where at the beginning of the round somebody else says, it'd be all right if we partied through the
Oh
night,
yeah, like
and then
row
everybody
your
else
boat,
sings,
but
yeah, be
yeah.
all right, party through the night, and then all hang on behind, pull the old chariot, and they're just singing these sea shanties, and like clapping and stomping and singing,
Is
and
Israfil
and then
singing this?
I don't.
Yeah, it's for Phil. Like, let's paint this picture real quick before like
yeah.
I
So the
continue here.
Leonian like is doing this thing that's like what the seafaring folk do, and like singing rounds, and so you sing like an easy line that everybody sings together, and then then you move to one person and they initiate a line, and then everybody sings that line, and then you go back to the chorus, and then the next verse somebody else says a line, for
Yeah.
honor and glory and Edma and honor, and then everybody sings in, and then you move on, then you sing the chorus, and then you move on to the next line, and somebody else initiates a line, and then so it's
So
kind of
one
just
person at a time is singing, like, so it's not
so
everybody
so
singing at once.
no, so will it be we'll roll the old chariot along, we'll roll the old chariot
Basically, call and
along.
response.
Everybody sings together, roll
Yeah.
the old chariot along, all hang on behind, and then one person says,
Gotcha.
it'd be all right if we made it round the horn, and then everybody sings that for for 3 more times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then you sing the chorus again, and then it comes back to a verse, and one person says what the verse is going to be, that this revelry that we're all going to partake in, this thing, this like chant that everybody believes in, and they call it out, and then everybody follows in behind them and sings behind. And so it's just kind of rounds and rounds of that are going.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, so I'm gonna plug my. Well, who's gonna plug his ears first of all?
Too loud.
Big Ed. Yeah, he's got a real big scowl on his face, and he's still like beelining it through the crowd, kind of like pushing people through as he's like nudging them aside as he's walking through,
Mhm.
beelining it towards you.
Yeah, where's Adder and Israfil?
I think Israfil is in the crowd, kind of just jamming along to the music, not really singing along, but stomping and clapping along.
I am too. I'm facing Israfil. I'm trying to I'm singing at him, trying to get him to sing along.
Yeah.
Then I see, and then I
And then
see
it gets to your
Woo.
turn. It gets to your turn.
No.
Oh, hang on behind. And then everybody like looks at Adder.
Woo. And I go up to Woo, and I, do you want to play some darts? And I have like this.
Do you want to play some
Yeah, I was
darts?
gonna say,
Do you want to play some darts?
There you go.
As everybody like stomps and claps and sings, and then all the focus unfortunately is brought onto Woo at that moment. It's like
Doesn't
it seems
matter,
like the
I'm
whole
still-
bar is asking him.
I've still got my ears plugged. I didn't hear Adder. I didn't hear anything's going. Well, I heard it, of course, but it's like, it's got like kind of muffled because I got my fingers in my ears.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
holding,
just like-
I'm holding a fistful of darts up at you.
Like in front of my face or like off to the side, because I am like straight in there. Like I've got my blinders on. I see nothing but the Leon Yen. And
You blow past me, but
okay. Well, I mean, if you had darts in my face, I'd probably be like, neat. And have to
Yeah.
like unplug one ear and like push it away.
And then you
Oh,
hear the
God.
chanting of the bar. Do you want to play some
Yeah,
darts?
be like, God damn it, just continue beelining for the Leon Yen.
Okay.
The question is, do I make it to the Leon Yen?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't control the crowd of people, so
I'll reach down.
I mean, you definitely
reach
have to
down.
like swim through them a little bit.
yeah.
I'll reach down and
Yeah.
hold my hand out to Woo.
No, I just kind of like I've still got like I do this weird awkward like put one leg up over and use that leg to like kind of like inch forward and I kind of crawl with my elbows.
Mhm.
Like I'm real awkward making a big scene, and then I finally like get up and I look straight at Leon Yin and I'm like, where's the ladder? Like I scream really loud, but it's at that time when like they're all waiting for the response. So like
Yeah.
there was no need for me to be that loud.
Yeah.
So I'm like, where's the ladder? And everyone just kind of like turns and looks at me, and I'm like, but
I think at that point, to save Wu from embarrassment, I kind of come around and grab him by the neck, wrapped around. Hey, let's have a drink outside real quick. And hand him the mug.
what? Oh, whatever. Wait, the letter. And he like kind of tries to turn away from Isabel and looks back to the Lian Yin. The letter, the dagger.
Let's talk outside.
I don't know that one. Do you know that
I
one?
don't want to talk outside. I want the letter and the dagger. You know the letter and the dagger.
And you hear
Yeah,
people
of
start
course.
saying, the letter
And the dagger, the
No,
letter, and the dagger, the letter,
and the
I
dagger.
kind of imagine like Israfil's like pulling
letter,
me
and the
outside, but I'm like still
dagger.
reaching for the Lian Yin, like trying to grab her and yank her, but I like obviously too far away to reach.
I'll throw the darts at the board just because.
Give me acrobatics or athletics.
With disadvantage from drinking? Oh wait, he's immune to poison. Never mind.
He's immune to poison.
14. That's just 14.
That ain't bad.
He hit a triple 20. People are like, ah! Like people hand you like 2 mugs come from like around over your shoulders. Ah!
Yeah, I chuck them both.
You're accidentally winning at a game that you don't know the rules to.
Yeah, I chug both. I chug both beers and hold the mugs up like in celebration. I just keep holding them up while they're doing whatever they're doing. And I start singing, Do you wanna play some darts again?
Yeah.
Well, I would imagine me and Israfil make it outside with him tugging on me and then releasing me. And Wu like brushes off his robe. I was about to say dress. He's not wearing a freaking dress. He brushes off his robe and
It's
it's
a
like,
ceremonial robe.
yeah. Is Kirameki
It's a sign
still
of my
outside?
station.
Yeah, I'll just have like my back up against the wall, kind of like to the side of the door.
Does
Well,
Kirameki
who's good?
smoke a long pipe sometimes?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wu turns to Kirameki first before addressing the whole situation with Israfil and goes, see, I told you I didn't want to go in there. I don't want to deal with her. And then he turns to Israfil and is like, what? What was so important that you had to drag me outside? I was this close to getting the letter and the dagger that I'd completely forgotten about over the past
Didn't I
3
give-
hours.
Didn't I give the dagger to Kirameki?
I don't think you gave the dagger to anyone. I know you gave me the letter.
I thought I gave
Well,
the
you
dagger
gave.
to I gave the dagger to Kirameki whenever we were on the cart. And I was like, "Phew, here's the dagger, and so you could see the symbol and all of that. And that's
I
how you
don't
got like the
remember
symbol.
that.
No, he already saw the symbol when he was watching the whole scene from
Okay.
above.
So I still have the dagger. Okay.
Woo. Don't worry about the letter. And I reach inside or under my breastplate and slide it out partially and then tuck it back in.
Wu makes a giant like kind of like fist of or palm to forehead kind of gesture. It's just like, gosh, dang it. Etma, give me strength. Well, have you looked at it? Have we read it? We still need.
We've
Where's the
been out
dagger?
in public. Why would I pull something out like this in public?
Why are you in pub? If you have the letter, that's all we need. We need to go back to a secure, safe place, read the letter, find out who these people are, clear Kirameki's name.
I'm like, you guys are like right next to me.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just arms crossed, back up against the building with like one leg bent, pressed up against the wall, of course. So I hear you think I'm a murderer.
I didn't. Israfil, I did not say that at all. I specifically asked him what his alibi was and what he was doing at the crime scene because it was very suspicious. No way, shape, or form did I ever say those things.
Listen, Kirameki, I don't know whether to trust you or not at this point. I saw you outside of the window the second the assassination occurred. I can't. There's no way I can trust you outside of that.
I saw you inside of the window, so I guess we're in the same boat.
He said the same thing to me, Israfil. Don't let it get to you.
So I know you guys want to be in like a secret spot to read this, but you know, sometimes reading papers out in the open is perfectly fine. I see people doing it all the time.
We're just kind of like
Yeah,
looked
maybe
at him like,
you could just
what?
read it without acting suspicious. Maybe, you know. What does it say?
I'll pull the letter out and hand it to Wu. Have fun. You seem intent on reading it now.
Wu sighs. Me and Etma are going to have a long talk tonight, he says to himself under his breath. He grabs the letter. Is it a sealed envelope? What kind of... Describe this letter that I'm grabbing and about to read.
Yeah, it's a envelope with like a wax seal of the one chi symbol on it.
Okay. Do I know what the Wan Chi symbol looks like? Like you said, I have like they're like...
It was on the
Oh,
breastplate of the person you were
Oh.
helping do like
Yeah,
burial rites for.
but did I know that was the Wan Chi? Because back then I didn't, and today there's new information.
Well, I think it's like oh yeah, because it's not like it's never been like a big deal. It's just kids spray,
Okay.
not spray paint, but calligraphying on walls.
Yep.
Or at least
So-
that's what you guys believe.
Okay. Wu kind of like taps the seal and looks over it. Kirameki is like, Wan Chi. Ah, yes. And kind of like looks around before he like tries to open it. He's like, does anybody have a letter opener?
I roll my eyes and I'll pull.
He's like a pinky.
Yeah, just
Poke nail?
it's wax.
Right. It's wet. Yes. Kind of Wu clears his throat and then breaks the seal with the paper and kind of opens up the letter. I don't know what the letter says. Otherwise, I would read it for everybody.
It says, 8 p.m. Yeah, it says 8 p.m. Southern Hideout.
8 p.m. Southern Hideout. That's it. And Wu kind of like, is there moonlight? Is we like a cloudless night? Is there moon out?
Oh, the moon's booming.
All right, cool. He holds up to the moon and it's
fucking
like,
vibing right now, bro.
Yeah,
it's
it's like-
a celebration, dude. You think it'd be?
And you still have
hiding?
you still have like the finale of the fireworks just started. So like you're getting like the flash from fireworks going off. Like, they're like, you can't really like look up and see them because they're behind the building, over by the front of the palace. So,
right.
but you can you're getting glimpses of the flash, coming over the building.
And off the
Gotcha.
water, like off, hundreds of feet, a couple 100 feet away or whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm taking this letter and I'm like holding it up and I'm like trying to look at see if there's anything I'm missing or if like maybe I missed a couple letters and I'm like 8 p.m. I already forget what you said. Southeastern?
Southern hideout.
Southern
Hideout.
Hideout. As you when you
Sorry.
lift it up and you see through it, there's this a fine note that says, make sure you have the Air Nation kid.
Bring the Air Nation kid. Ooh.
Hold on. I need to write this down because I'm going to end up forgetting it again.
Bring Air Nation kid. Check.
All right. So, I knew there was something more. Make sure you bring the Air Nation kid.
It can't be too specific, just in case instances like this
It gets
happen.
intercepted.
Yeah.
What are the chances?
What he kind of keep holding it there and is like, what do you suppose that means? The Air Nation.
What does what mean?
Make sure. I read it out to everyone. I said, make sure make sure you bring the Air Nation kid. What do you think that means? Just kind of like says it out to the open.
Has anyone seen any
Is it
members of the
Is
Air
it written in
Nation here?
common? Is it written in Thieves' Cant? Is it written in common?
Common, Eastern Common, technically.
It's written
but
in
yeah,
Eastern Common.
It's the language
Yeah.
everyone uses. Like,
Yeah, it's written in common.
Would I have been aware of the meeting or anything? Since this kind of unwraps that the Fire Emperor was here. Would that be public knowledge that there was a meeting of the Four Nations?
The only people that came in all like making a scene, kind of, was the Emperor,
Was the Fire
but
Nation?
he never like shown himself. But it was, I think it's
He was
pretty
parading
obvious.
through the streets, yeah.
Yeah, but not confirmed. That the quadruple golden dragon head,
Being carried by other
Yeah.
human beings.
Yeah.
I guess I'll kind of have like this. I'll sort of like look down at the ground for a moment. I guess kind of wondering, who specifically they're looking for. Did you see any Air Nation recently?
Woo's gonna like finally take his eyes off the paper and look over at Israfil. And kind of like, I'm not sure. Did we?
Would I know who they're talking about?
I think you question yourself.
Yeah. And would but
Maybe
would I
you've
know of
been
any like
spotted.
royal family, possibly?
How free? I mean, you would know the names.
Okay.
Being there.
But I wouldn't
But
know of like any like.
From what my
incoming
understanding
heirs
has
or-
been years, like since you've been there.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait. What?
Yeah.
Woo kind of looks around. What
This-
time is it? What time is it in the game? Sorry.
It's like 11. Like the finale just started.
It's already past 8. We missed it.
I mean, with us having intercepted the person who this letter pertained to, I doubt anything actually occurred.
Probably meant yesterday.
You guys don't think it was today? Yes, that would be too convenient. Where do you suppose the southern hideout is?
Well, I think we're in the most southern island, possibly. So surely it's in the
You do
Commons.
remember seeing the other two, like,
heading over here towards the Commons.
yeah.
I guess being here for a little bit, would I have heard any like rumors or like getting any sort of inklings, I guess, to where that could possibly be, like potential criminal activity, like scouting any areas, or is that something I can actively investigate now?
I think you could actively investigate now.
I
Well,
would ask
You want to split up and? I mean,
I would ask-
I don't know if that's quite your style or not, but
I would ask if Kirameki actually read the letter themselves and then if Kirameki has the like another language like thieves can't potentially, or if Wu has that as well. Because like a letter being written in common and then there being like a hidden message when you hold up to a candle is cool, but then also having the hey, what's up, dude? Thank you, Night Fury. Everybody give Night Fury a point of inspiration. um, but like just like having read it yourself might oftentimes the it's like innuendo, or there's a common cipher of like every other letter or something that that is like a thieves can't kind of thing, right? Or like sometimes the way that a letter is written is actually or like certain letters are capitalized that shouldn't be, or lowercase that shouldn't be, or moved upwards or down in a word that looks like just common handwriting but is actually you know it's a symbol that means like a certain building or something.
Well, I don't know that this man Kirameki is anything other than a fireworks salesman and a fireworks person. So
I know, we all know that, but
I
that's why Justin is asking if Kirameki saw the letter themselves and if that was the case.
oh okay.
I
that's
have.
And
right.
then
Okay.
that was me
Okay.
vamping as to what if
I was
there
just
might
listening.
if there is a potential hidden message. That was me
I mean,
vamping
unless
and letting
you
the
looked at it-
DM think.
Yeah, I mean, maybe like as far as like the passive perception, I probably may have gotten a glance when you're holding it up, but I was more just relying on Wu's interpretation of it.
Yeah. Wu looked over at Israfil after Kirameki asks if he's willing to split up, and then he looks back at Kirameki. It probably wouldn't be the wisest for me and Israfil to separate, but seeing as how you like to disappear a lot and do a lot of investigating, perhaps me and Israfil can take the never eat shredded wheat southeast. And you can take the southwest, and we can leave the Leonian and Adder to their games and fun and things.
You,
Can I add
you
something
trust
in
him
this
enough not to
moment?
disappear?
I don't. Israfil, I know you've only known me for this short amount of time, but I don't trust anybody. But I things have a way of working themselves out when you let people do what they do.
What were you saying, Chad?
I was gonna just add something, something goofy to the moment there.
No.
Go for it.
Okay,
Please,
so
by all
like,
means.
while y'all are wrapping up your like serious conversation outside, Adder pops out, like kind of bust out the door for a second, holding a few darts. He says, "Woo, Israfil, I'm on fire." Kind of points him up. You get in here. And then goes back inside.
He's gonna kind of roll his eyes and sigh, and just ignore him. Unless Israfil, you really want to go play darts.
Pops back out. Oh, Kirameki, you found. Hey, Leon Yin, they found Kirameki. And gives like a thumbs up and walks back inside.
I go to the window and look out.
You see Leon Yin looking out the window, and then you see Adder like put his arm around her and like looking out the window at you too, and kind of waves with his arm around her.
I
Hey.
tap on the glass.
Adder, I've been looking for you. You know, I think somebody needs help over there. In between the two main buildings. Something about
We're,
needing
we're
help
inside,
with
right?
something.
Yeah, like you just see Adder through the window, like put his hand up to his ear and like can't hear you, and then he runs back outside. Are you? Kirameki, were you trying to speak to me? And he kind of runs out there to you.
Yeah, I didn't realize if the window was open or had glass or prevented you from hearing through it. But yeah, there's definitely somebody saying that they needed your help. something about needing some sort of spiritual enlightenment from the Lian Yin, kind of out in the open over there. Looks like they're behind. They went behind the building.
When you
I
say
look-
spiritual enlightenment,
Can you protect her as you guys go help them?
I look. What's this area that he's pointing to look like, Evan?
It's like it's like beaten down alley. Like a
The
rat
a
comes
gust
running
of
out
wind
of it.
blows.
Like
Wire
most of the people
basket.
that live around here are like headed to bed or like in the
Partying, yeah.
partying. Yeah, beaten path through the buildings, and
In the background,
you're like,
in the
"Screet,
window,
screet," and like the rat
whenever
runs
you-
out.
whenever you say spiritual enlightenment, the Lian Yin you see is talking to somebody, and you hear they're like, they throw their hands up like this, and then they turn and they're like hold their arms up like this, and then two people come and like on top, like move on top of the person that the Lian Yin was talking to, and they lift that person in the air, and you start, and the music changes, and you hear "Happy Birthday to you." As the Lian Yin found out it was somebody's birthday, and the whole bar begins to celebrate this person's life. And so that just happens as you like mention spiritual enlightenment and the Lian Yin.
I'll be sure to let her know that this is
I think it's pretty urgent. They
Yeah. I mean, I'll do an insight check. I don't know.
Insight versus deception.
Or persuasion.
Yeah,
I think
whichever.
what's funny is you could literally ask the Lian Yin. You'd be, "Hey Lian Yin, would you go over there to that alleyway?" Sure, why? You should start walking before the explanation's done.
It's a 17 insight check.
I think that'll be my backup.
Give me
Are you
do
drunk
a
currently?
disadvantage because you are wasted.
I'm just charmed by the Lian Yin. I'm not actually wasted.
You chugged 2 beers immediately when people handed them to you earlier.
I'm immune to
But
poison,
there's
though.
snake.
You can't.
Okay. I'll do it at disadvantage. I don't care.
Okay. I don't think about that. That's weird.
It's weird.
I was just playing off the charm that way. And now
So you
I'm
just can't.
disadvantaged.
You just can't get drunk.
That would
Okay.
suck.
Yeah, I don't know how that really works, but let's see. So yeah, with disadvantage, I rolled a natural 1 on my second.
Nice. I got a 4, so
So you may still beat him.
So I pat him on the chest. I pat Kirameki on the chest, give him like a gun because I'm drunk now. I'm gonna play it. I pat him on the chest,
Okay.
give him a snap and a finger gun, and I go back inside. And
Yeah, you can get drunk. You can get drunk, but like probably like no more than a buzz.
okay. Well,
That's how I think it would work.
I'll still play it like I've been playing it. So that's what I do. And I'll go back inside and get Lian Yin. Lian Yin, we have urgent matter. Urgent matter. Somebody is in need of your spiritual gifts. In this dark, scary alleyway over here.
I like look through the window. How far away is the dark, scary alleyway from the window?
It's like 20 feet. It's like across the street.
Cool. Okay, so I will misty step immediately directly into the alleyway, since I can see it through the window and everything. Just
She's gone.
and
Yeah.
fully into the alleyway, into the darkness.
Shit. I sprint dash to her.
While all that's happening, Woo's gonna turn to Kirameki and like look at him like, how are we to split up and search for this if your plan is in action while what are you thinking here, Kirameki? I'm quite perplexed at the moment.
it's more just to keep them occupied. And if somebody happens to ambush them, then at least we're in the area. But I think we both know that they aren't going to be any of use trying to search for a hidden hideout.
Yes, but you assume that the Lian Yan's not the air kid. What if the Lian Yan is the air kid?
It's a really tall kid.
Have you seen the way she acts?
I mean, maybe she was kicked by a mule or something. I don't know.
Oof. Okay. Well, as said before, me and he looks at Israfil real quick. Israfil, are you okay with us scouting? You have a voice too, my friend.
As much as I don't trust him, I don't see any other option at the moment.
Good. Then it's settled. We will take the southeast. You will take the southwest. We will rendezvous back at this disgusting inn in 30 minutes. I don't know, an hour? What do you think? How long is it going to take you to search your side?
I mean, probably a little bit longer than you guys. I mean, you're active combatants. I'm your fireworks salesman.
Right.
I'll meet you back here whenever I can.
Kind of looks at Israfil, like squints his eyes and kind of side eyes Israfil when he says fireworks salesman. Like, okay. He kind of like fixes his face real quick and is like, yes, of course. We will meet you here when you are finished.
I dart off in the other way, like mad dash, and as soon as I get around the first building, I would like to like plant or hide like a string of some of like the strobing fireworks like before, and just put them in a bunch to where I could possibly use that as some sort of distraction, possibly at some point.
Okay, I like that.
And then I'll continue at investigating whatever I can.
No, you already rolled yours, right?
I think so.
And
Yeah.
then
13.
Yeah, and then Israfil and Wu. You can either one of you do advantage or both of you roll.
For what are we rolling?
Basically the same thing. Investigation.
Leon Yin is also going to be, I guess, with Adder now, is going to be looking for, like, searching the alleyways too, because there's somebody here who needed help. You guys said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So I'm gonna actively be searching around for whoever that is. Adder, what about you?
Oh,
Are you looking for the same thing or what?
I'm just trying to catch up with you and stay with you. Yeah.
He doesn't care about what's going on.
I don't think I know what's going on.
Yeah, just that we needed to find somebody, right?
Yeah, I don't know nothing that y'all talked about. I have nothing about this plan. All I know is that we just have a good old time, and now that somebody's in desperate need of Leon Yen, I'm just tagging along.
Yeah, so we're just looking around for anyone who's out. Basically, anyone who's out must, like, the first person we encounter, I mean, probably is that person, right? Since there's almost nobody else out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give you advantage on your investigation unless you'd like to give me advantage.
I would like to. Well, I'll probably give you. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or, well, DM, can I have advantage for him giving me the help action?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And then
I think
Yeah, so-
you can let me know, but I think we would do separate because we're both actively searching two separate. Like, I imagine he's searching one side, I'm searching the other side, but we're like next to each other.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Okay.
Damn, this dice is like
What?
that's my second 19 in a row.
Israel's still drunk.
That's some good beer you gave him.
As many as he could. Well, as many as every time it was empty, right?
magic item coming up. The drink that continues to refill itself. The drink that never empties.
Infinite
That's
coffee.
a classic.
Infinite
Oh, the
coffee
infinite
cup.
coffee. That would be nice. I wouldn't mind one of those.
Same.
Okay. So, say over the course of like well,
Meki didn't roll one.
yeah, he did. He rolled it earlier.
Oh, okay.
Got 13. As you guys actually like kind of meet down here, and you do notice this building is like boarded up. But other than that, it appears to be like it's the only one that's actually boarded. Like windows are boarded. Other than that, it appears outside like as run down as any other house in this area. Lian Yin and Adder, as you're like weaving these alleys through the central buildings, you don't see anyone, but as you like make your way to like the kind of how the end of the alleyway is twisting and turning, and you see Kirameki, Wu, and Israfil, like stare like in front of this building at the bottom.
I turn to Adder, and
So
I
you'd be
say,
like across the street from them right now.
I'd like hold my finger up to say shh, and I start doing like a sneaking motion so we can sneak up on him.
I'm so bad at sneaking.
I'll sneak up on him and spook him.
What's your guys' passive perception?
Am I doing a stealth roll right now?
12.
Hold on. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, mine's also 12.
Damn, I rolled really good actually.
Hey, give me perception checks.
I
Jeez.
just rolled it. They're not
Since
20.
you guys are like investigating and like being observant.
Yeah. So this also gives us, but see, this plays two parts, by the way, Adder. So as we're like sneaking up on them, if something happens, we may also be hidden from this from like the third party thing that might happen or whatever. Instead of all be like grouped together, allowing us maybe a bit of surprise. So, but it's but I'm playing it off as like a funny sneak up on them and spook them, right?
Right, I got you. Yeah, it's the 17, and that's pretty good because I had disadvantage on that roll. But
so I have an 18 and a 17 from us. But a 21 perception from.
So what? You're like walking up to them, correct?
Well, we're like hiding behind. I'm hiding behind something. I'm like, oh shh. And I like.
Oh, so you're like so you're like sitting back there. You're not coming.
Yeah. We're like on the other side.
Okay, my bad.
Okay, yeah. And we're just like gonna watch him for a second so we can like.
My bad. I thought you were like act tippy toeing towards them.
Yeah, well, I do the tippy toe, and then I like get us down behind like a barrel or something. And the idea is that so we're waiting for that right moment to like jump out and scare them, right?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Woo, you hear like slight snake rattle behind you.
I'm kind of chuckling. I'm like, oh shit, I rattled.
Okay, thankfully you said the chuckle because like Wu was about to like whip out his weapon and like start conjuring up some shit. But instead he kind of like groans, turns around. Adder, I know you're there. Can hear you rattling and giggling.
You see Adder peeking over the barrel.
No, I think I just
yellow eyes.
As soon as he says that, I just stand up and I say, shit.
And I know if you're here, that means Lian Yin is not far behind. And I'm assuming I don't know. You said the Lian Yin was on the other side of Adder?
Just on the other side of the barrel. Yeah, you probably see like a bit of her kimono like hanging out from the barrel.
Yeah, it's like a sleeve.
I am a great spirit. Ooh, only
Yes,
coming
great.
once during the festival.
Only once, you say.
Yes, to bring happiness to those who refuse to celebrate.
Ah, yes. Nobody likes celebrating here.
Ah,
Kind of patronizing.
I have looked upon the souls of those here, and there is one who would not celebrate.
Oh,
Ooh.
please tell me, Great Spirit.
Ooh.
Who could that ever be? Is it
So
me?
it's
Am I the drama? No.
wow, you so enlightened is the one who refuses to celebrate.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh,
thank you, Great
Leon.
Spirit. Go ahead, Adder.
She says she starts talking about the celebration, and I say, oh, and I get out my pack and I pull out the lantern and I'll show it to Leon Yin. I almost forgot. Would you light this for me? Can you?
She jumps up immediately from standing behind the barrel. Of course. And I'll use create bonfire to light the lantern.
And I'll light it and I'll send it up and just kind of watch it while y'all do whatever.
So everybody knows we're here.
Yeah.
This is the hideout. They all know we're here.
Yep. Anyways, Wu looks back at the boarded up building and kind of like motions for Kirameki and Israfil. This building's like obviously quite suspicious. Would you guys agree?
I mean, I agree completely. Do you want to check it out?
I mean, I absolutely Israfil. If you want to kick the door and
I'll
be my
can
guest.
can I do an insight check on it? But before, what's so suspicious about it?
An insight
The
check on
only
Or
the
building
perception.
boarded up.
So
Nothing really, and then I'd like to kick in the door.
and just kick it in. Pow. Okay.
I ask Israfil or Kirameki does it. Nice.
Or I'll test. I guess I'll test the sturdiness of it. I'll just push on it at first to see if like any of the boards come in.
Not as exciting. That's not flashy.
What's
It's true.
It's locked.
Redact my statement. I use all my spell slots.
Oh. Why?
Or you don't know if it's locked, but like you go to push on it and it's like not just swinging open.
Is this the same building that I put all my explosives up against?
Oh goodness.
Are you talking about
Like the strobe bombs or whatever?
Oh, I thought you were carrying those with you to be used whenever you needed.
No, I was putting them up against like the wall in a spot up against the building.
I would say if you did that, I would assume you did that like earlier on. But
Sounds like it. Yeah, it sounds like
like
it'd
a
be
side
you were
building.
setting up a plan of escape or point of escape too, a little bit.
Yeah, it was just like supposed to be like a distraction, like a
Yeah.
getaway
Mhm.
plan.
Yeah. I'd say those are like over here.
I would like to go look at the door in the building. Like, why are you guys so interested in this? And I'll just look at it. You know.
Leon Yin, weren't you? There was one person in the alleyway. They happened to be looking for your expertise. They said something about another statue with water around it and a spirit.
And then
They
they went
desperately
into
they
this
asked for
building.
you by name.
And then they went into here.
All right, so there's a 19 insight on what they're saying. And then I would like to look at the building and try to figure out whatever I can about like why are they so interested in it? Maybe what's different about it than other buildings? Maybe if the front door
It's the
happens to
only
be trapped.
building here
It's
boarded up.
Yeah. Okay, so I do notice that just immediately. Like, so that is strange that none of the other, like every other building happens to be in
Like all of them are shit buildings.
and
This
they're all
one's just boarded
inhabited.
up.
But this one's boarded
Right.
up. During my time talking with all of the people in the bar, and they, we were singing songs and we were playing cards and we were doing all that. Did any of them? Did I get a story of like this area? But did maybe one of them mention this building and why it's boarded up and none of the others are?
I think everyone was just celebrating being alive.
Okay, so there wasn't like, oh, and there's a haunted place. So
Yeah,
you were the
yeah.
Leonian, right? And with spirits, there is a place that happens to be haunted or something. So that didn't happen. Well then, I'd just like to look over the door and everything and like see, basically like mechanically, is it trapped? For one, but I think the Leonian's more so like, why is this one boarded up? Are there signs of fire? Are there any runes carved in of protection? Does it look like it was recently abandoned? How, stuff like that.
I mean, it has like a doormat.
It has a doormat. Okay, so it doesn't look like. How does it look like it was recently abandoned? Does it look like it's being overtaken by the weather, recently swept? The dust in this place, does it look like, like, is this, people have been like moving in and out of this place? The door handle happens to be worn in a way that
The door handle, it's like when Kirameki pushed on it, it's like sturdy enough and like not deteriorated enough to where it's going to swing open.
But like, so I'm looking at like, does it look like people have been using this door handle and so like it's been rubbed recently, or like this is not the entrance that if people are coming in and out of here, nobody's come in and out of this door in a while because like the signs of use are so old.
Yeah, it's kind of dusty.
Dusty, old, and weathered. Doesn't look like it's been here. Well, nobody's come in and out of this. Nobody's come in and out of here in a long time. If you think that people are in here, they would have probably used, and I'll kind of walk around the building and I'll look for where there happens to be signs of, like human activity and use, rather than dilapidation.
Well, if no one lives here, then let's check the inside anyway. And I attempt to kick in the door.
Yeah, Kirameki already has a crowbar like lodged into the
well,
door
actually,
handle.
He kicks the crowbar.
I was just pulling that out, and I would hand that over to Israfil.
Okay.
Like, here, you'd probably use this a lot better than I could.
I'm gonna continue to go around the side of the building to look for look for signs of like use and stuff around the building.
Staying with the Leonian.
15.
Your 15's good.
You just pull out a part of
as
the
you guys
jam
take a
that
couple
doesn't-
steps off, you like, and you pry the crowbar, and then just like it pops the door handle out, and the door's like.
I want to take this time to remind the dean that I have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Dark vision. I have dark vision. We need a dark vision. I really need to make that dark vision emote really bad. I really, really need to get on that.
I also have dark vision.
Yeah. Oh, God, you just couldn't say it. You just couldn't like not say it.
Yeah, I just couldn't. I was trying not to. It's hard.
It's such a meme, but it's so true.
So, DM, since I have dark vision, do I see anything after the door's been open? I'm assuming it's pitch black.
Yeah, it is dark in there, and like you see, it's like a old living room with sheets like over the furniture and a door. So it's like a main front room. I'm actually gonna draw.
Get it? A front room?
Love it.
Good.
Love her.
Because it's the back of it's at the front of the house.
Yep, he got it.
Yep.
Or because it's a front to like it's a secret, like it's disguising its true intent
No.
of
That is
the
also
rest
correct.
of the space. Okay, okay. So
It
it's a
could-
double
it could be-
entendre.
Yeah,
Nice.
So
I can't even spell that.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to be able to use it.
I disagree.
Really, you have to be able to spell a word to be able to like use it.
That is a legend thing, not a everyone thing. It's just I feel that if I'm going to use it, I should know how to spell it and the definition of it. So there's a little fun fact for the night.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So to the right of the map, I drew this like the front room, and there's like furniture, couches.
Ah, yes,
And
those
then
couches are velour.
To the
I can see
right,
pattern.
there's steps that go up, and
It's a
another
robot.
door right here in the center.
So there's a back door.
There you go.
Or a door to more rooms.
Oh, okay.
It's also, I'm pretty sure entendre is a French word. So it's not even, yeah.
Merci beaucoup.
Salut, comment ça va?
Oui, ça va et tout?
Et tu-
Je m'appelle Legend.
no. Let's see. Je
Merci
m'appelle
comme ça.
Justin.
Come see,
S'il
comes
vous
out
plaît.
nice.
So
Cool, well, since-
I guess.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Nope, you first.
Kirameki, are you able to see in the dark?
I think everybody said it out loud.
That
I
is
think
it.
they all said it.
I mean, I
Do
didn't.
you have dark vision? I have dark vision. Do you have dark vision? I can see
I
it.
have dark vision.
Yeah,
Do
they
you
all had like
have dark
a
vision?
short conversation.
I mean, it's pretty dark in there.
Good night, Mama. Thank you for joining
So
us.
to prevent potential fire, take out one of my torches and I cast light on the head of the torch and hand it to Kirameki.
Wu kind of just nods in approval. And then
Yeah,
starts
I'll take
walking
it.
inside.
I'll follow behind
as
Mr.
you
Phil.
guys round the back, you see a like cellar door
Okay.
that isn't nearly as dusty as that front door was.
Ooh.
It looks like this may be like what people have been using.
If we just noticed that flat out, I think I would motion for me to go back inside the front door and get the others. Leonia, you think I should get the others?
I don't think they would follow us, or else they would have followed us here. They wanted to go into the front.
I draw out coil, and I will reach down to open the door.
Are you? Or do you plan on attacking the darkness? Can you see in it? I can see in the darkness.
Yes, yes, I can see. About out to in the darkness, as if it was dim light, and out to a distance of around 60 feet or so. How about you?
It's almost identical, but only in black and white.
Yeah.
Shades of gray.
Yes, only in
Shades of
shades of gray, which are very interesting. I often, as a child, I would pretend that I was a cat that would stalk in the night, or maybe a bird of prey like an owl. To understand the world as they did.
I would pretend that I was a snake, and I open the door.
Wait, wait.
Is it too late to
Are you-
move stealthily, by the way?
Mhm.
I mean,
Hmm.
you're carrying a lit torch.
Yeah, but
In
it's
complete darkness.
more about like the floorboards I don't know
Oh,
I
no,
don't know if they
no,
can see.
that's.
I don't know if anybody is below us. I don't know if they can see through the
I think,
floorboards.
yeah, if you want to try and move like with soft footsteps, give me a stealth check for all of that. I want to try that. That are on upstairs. The ones that are on the current main floor. Or front
Might as
door.
well.
Wu is not moving stealthily. He doesn't understand stealth.
So I think I want to just check the door to see, if it is locked or whatever. Like, I just want to look it over, just to see what like if it's like
Um,
oh, we don't like if it's being, doors are meant to close off spaces from other, for various reasons, including like especially outside doors from other people getting in. So I just want to be like, see what, if it's unlocked and then there's probably nothing to hide down here and
you
stuff, or
go
nothing
to
out in the corner.
pool on it, you mean?
No, I
Like
just
you're
look
going
at
to
it.
pool?
I just look all around it and
I
kind of
mean,
inspect it, like to
it
see if
looks like a
there's,
shut door.
but there's no lock or anything. Like it's just a
Well,
pull
it has
handle,
a locking mechanism. Yeah,
like a key lock mechanism.
correct.
Now this is strange. Most sellers would
The
have a
front one did
path.
too, but they just ripped the door
They just
off.
ripped it out, but it didn't look like it had been used. There was no like scratches
Right.
or anything. Does this one look
Right.
like there's like scratches around the keyhole where people have been like putting in the key and everything and recently and like it being used?
I mean, yeah, there's a couple.
Like recent ones, right? Like some, yeah.
I mean, there's some like rust marks on them. Where the
Ooh.
scratches are.
Ooh, on all of the scratches, which means that it hasn't been used in a while. Why are we breaking into this place? It seems abandoned completely.
As you start you're like moving kind of soft footed inside the main floor, Kirameki, and that's like behind you. You just hear like a clang, clang, clang.
He's wearing his celebration shoes. He forgot to switch. He's still wearing parts of his costume.
Shit.
Well, it wasn't. Yeah, it
You know
was
what,
them, not you.
Oh, it was Israfil?
Perhaps you guys
Yeah.
should lead. You have all the light here. I'll just follow you with your torch. Is that all right?
That's fine. Just don't go disappearing again.
I'll
Yes,
probably
you
be
don't need
disappearing, but
torches.
I'll be right behind you.
You can keep the torch. We'll be fine.
So you said there was a door towards the back,
Mm-hmm.
and then there were stairs to the right, correct?
Yeah. They go upwards on the right side.
Do we hear any noises from above?
It sounds pretty quiet, other than your footsteps.
That's fair. I think I'll make my way to the back door then.
And I'm gonna douse out the torch or put it out in whatever way I
Okay.
can.
Just ask me to drop concentration. I cast light on
Oh
it.
yeah, it is. It is magic.
He just happens to be holding a torch.
I just cover it up with cloth.
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah.
The door is similar to the door in front.
So that
See
means
if
it's
I
locked.
can.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
You guys, no one ever tested a lock yet.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah, but you're talking about
Kirameki pushed on it, and like it was saying it was the latch was holding. So this door is shut. Has a locking mechanism on it, like a standard key lock, but yeah. Dusty.
Try and open the back door.
Oh yeah. With the cellar door, it's like a pull handle, right? and it looks like a deadbolt style, like it locks and then you
Yeah.
can't pull it, and then if it's unbolted, then it can swing open, right? Like
Right.
there's no like clasp or like twist it, not like a classic kind of door that we know where there's like a latch or whatever.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look between the cracks of where the cellar door is in the frame, and I imagine it being, since it's dilapidated or whatever, it's settled and it hasn't been taken care of. So there's probably a gap between like the jamb and the door where you could
Mhm.
probably see a bolt. So I look for a bolt from the lock to see if it is locked.
I see what you're saying. Like if there's a bolt going into the wall.
Yeah, like coming out of like where the like
yeah,
out of the door they would go
It
out like this. But
looks.
there's
It appears locked.
well, I mean, it hasn't, and there's rust on the actual deadbolt as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's signs of rust on the deadbolt. This has been locked. So if it was opened and closed a lot, then there would have been wear, right? That rust wouldn't have had time to accumulate and things like that.
Well, I mean, there's rust on the face of it.
Yeah.
It's not like
And you also said where like the key mark, like the gouges that like
right.
were placing a key
that
in
could
that had
also
rust in
just
it.
mean that they know how to put a key in and they're not doing it clumsily as well.
Right, man. I'm just saying, like, if you use something,
Yeah.
when you use something often,
You
you're
say-
typically not concerned so much about not leaving a sign that you're not using the lock, but rather you're more concerned about getting to the place, right, and doing the thing. Your mind or
Mhm.
people being around you and stuff like that, right?
True.
They might want to make it look old, though. Well,
Right.
Leon Yin, you say, why are we doing this? It's abandoned, but also, why does it matter? It's abandoned. Let's just see.
And if we trespass, are you willing to? Are you willing to right that wrong? We will not be able to negotiate because we have not negotiated. We haven't asked. So if we are to trespass and infringe upon the owner of this place, and their their privacy, are you willing to answer to them?
It looks like maybe they could use some help. And I shrug my shoulders.
It looks like they don't. It looks like this is not meant for people to be here, and therefore it has not been used. But I mean, I'm curious now as to what might be down there. It's just not mine, and I don't know why we're investigating it. I don't know. I knock on the door. I bang on the cylinder. Pow, pow, pow. Hello, is there somebody down there that needs help? Because that's what you told the Leonian, that there was somebody who needs help. Is there someone down here that needs my help? And I'll listen.
No response. Those of you inside, you hear a doo, doo, doo.
The Leonian kind of cries loudly too. You would hear my voice, I'm sure.
Yeah, if you're saying it that loud, yeah.
I think if she says it that loud, and it is kind of a dark alley and a kind of abandoned house, whatever, I turn around and start looking around and looking up. And
what are we so concerned about? I mean, if our first instinct is to hide, then we should not be doing this. If your first instinct is to hide or lie about what you are doing, then you should not be doing it.
I don't. This is something Kirameki Wu, and I'm not certain.
Me either.
Well, you should know I was asleep the whole time.
What are the laws of trespass in the Water Nation? Like if we were to trespass and somebody were to like attack us and injure us, or even mortally injure us, Are they within their rights?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, then I don't want to put myself in danger of that.
I think this has something to do with the assassins that you had a run-in with yesterday. I think they're looking for them.
Well, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
I pull out the dagger that I got from the assassin, and I'll see if I don't know, I start pulling on it to see if there's like a hidden slot or like a key in it or something like that.
So wait, did you not give the dagger to Kiramiki?
I guess not. Yeah,
No.
no, they said that didn't
Oh,
happen.
okay.
So
I
I'll
missed
pull out
that.
that
Okay.
dagger.
I
I'll
was
pull out
like,
that.
wait.
I'll pull out that dagger then as we're standing at this door.
It's got like the end of it screws off like a Rambo knife.
It could be. It could be that something glows. It could be it interacts with something.
Give
I don't
me
know.
investigation.
Okay. Who knows? Who knows? It could be that the DM never thought of anything like that, but now that I'm saying something, he's like, "That's pretty cool."
It could explode right now and kill us both.
It could explode and kill us both. Who knows, man?
Unless it's poison.
14.
I did think of that, and Chadman decided to ruin it.
Oh,
That it explodes.
No,
Kills
the
both.
bottom screws off.
Oh, that's so awesome. No,
Chad,
I was
you
thinking the
ruined it.
same thing. I was thinking the same thing.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Just
we'll
so you know, it's not you didn't
You're
you
dead at
didn't
the end of
ruin
the
it.
session, it's
I also
fine.
thought it.
That's awesome.
14 investigation.
Ruined it. You see that there's like a nick in the bottom of the hilt, and it appears to be like a millimeter off, and you can see like a thread of a screw, like the bottom
Okay,
screws off.
I'll unscrew it.
That's cool. Cool.
There's a pill inside.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
I don't think that this is for health. I'll stick my pinky in there and then and slide it across the side wall of I imagine it's a tube or something, kind of cylindrical, as if because when you roll a piece of paper, it sticks to the side of a tube. So I'll run my finger down to see if maybe there's a note or instruction or anything like that. A piece of paper rolled up in there.
No, there's
Okay.
not.
I put the pill back in the dagger. Close it back up. Oh no, you've given me something very powerful, Etma. You gave me something super powerful. Oh no.
I did acquire a one-chi dagger.
The onion didn't think it was candy from the festival.
Yeah, oh man.
God.
I think the Leonian, yeah, I think that's pretty apparent. Like the dagger of the assassin that was killed in secret with the with the cyanide dart happened to have a dagger with another cyanide pill in it. It's
Would that actually be like some your cultural teachings, like assassination and criminal backgrounds?
Part of Justin's teachings were what silt is, arithmetic, the color wheel, how to write a haiku, the terrible atrocities of nations past and their various tendencies to take life, including their own, kamikaze divers on Pearl Harbor. What you're supposed to say whenever you meet somebody for the first time in a formal situation, how to tie your shoes. So my particular teaching has included that. I don't see why somebody who's read about culture as well, that wouldn't also be a part of it.
Sure.
Inside.
How many times you're supposed to brush your teeth?
When you go to open the door, you have no issues opening it. Mr. Phil.
Real quick before they move in, who's gonna sit on the couch preferably this one. I just was curious if that did anything.
It rolls
as
backwards
you
like a Batman. Like
Yeah,
pulling-
it just
as you
explodes.
sit,
Yeah.
it's just like a plume of dust goes up and just like rains back down on you.
So now instead of wet robes, you're covered in dusty
Oh.
robes.
Oh no.
Yep. Etma is most displeased with me as of late, it seems. We're just gonna get up and walk to Israfil and follow Israfil and Kirmeki.
So you're at a hallway with a door to your right, left, and center.
Kermeki, do you mind checking the left while I check the right?
And I will watch guard of this hallway.
I'll move forward as you say that.
So I attempt to go into the right room and see what I can find out in there.
You just go to open it.
Slowly and carefully, but yes.
Did you open yours, Kirameki?
I guess, like looking back as I'm watching Israfil begin to open his, I'll push mine open if it opens.
As you turn the handles, you hear the click of them opening, and you push open to a mist, and you both take 3 poison damage.
Ooh,
Ouchies.
not the poison damage.
I think that was a
What the hell
mistake.
is this? Looks like we need to be a little more careful.
And both of you are they both appear like bedrooms. Bed. Whoops. They're like mirroring each other. It's like a chest of drawers, and then like a foot locker on the end of each bed.
Who's gonna kind of call out to both? He'd be like, maybe next time we might want to check for traps.
You want to be up here?
No. Continue. The hallway is being safely guarded.
But I guess the best thing to do for now would be to try and see if I can spot any more traps within the room before entering any further.
Investigations. And while you guys are investigating these rooms, back outside.
Okay. I was gonna say, do you want to do so because this is all like happening at the same time, but also not at the same time,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Right.
So I was curious if did you want to do like everything they're gonna do and then cut to like us doing a string of stuff or not? Okay. Well, Ada, let me ask you something.
Yes.
Do you think that this place was being used by the person we encountered, by those people, by their organization?
I have no idea.
If
I have no
this,
idea.
if this place was being used by them, do you think that it would be the right thing for us to intervene, regardless of outcome?
The question was, do I think it,
Do you
the
think it
right,
would be
the right,
Do
the
you
right
think it
thing
would be
to
the
do?
right thing for us to intervene regardless of outcome, whether we are right or wrong?
I
Do you think it
don't.
would be the right thing to go to open this door
If
and
they,
to stop them at the very best? We walk in this door and we stop them, and at the very worst, we walk into this room and we trespass upon a citizen of this nation, and they end our life.
if this, if what they say is true, and this is a cult that is set out to eliminate people blessed with elemental abilities, then yes, these people are evil. We must. But I don't even know if I'm being told the truth from even you.
I'm telling you the truth. I will. I'll take out the. I'll use the dagger to. I imagine the wood on the side of the jam is kind of fucked, right? Like it's like old and. Or
Yeah, yeah,
kind of old
it's
and stuff.
definitely it's like really old.
I'll use
They
that.
didn't spend money to like make this look like a nice building.
Yeah, they just
So,
put a good lock on it a while back. So I'll just use the dagger then, because it's like right up against the, like we're right by the ocean and stuff, and it's to like to pry away at the wood kind of around the side of the jam, right? Like placing it in there and like, just so it like kind of, moves the fibers of it and everything. Well, help me and try to do so quietly. And then after like kind of, damaging the wood on either side of the jam, like a soft pine. Have you ever like drove a knife into a soft pine with a good wedging action? Yeah, kind of like that. And then I will, well, help me. I'll try to I'll try to just lift the door now that that one section of where the bolt goes in has been damaged. That should give away pretty easily. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
And I'll pull with my offhand. I do have a sword drawn.
Mhm.
I'll
And
try
the
to.
Leon Yin is gonna pull the door like like a shield over,
so you guys can put your weapons in those slots, like to start wedging. But when you go to wedge, it budges like none.
Oh, like the so as I try to cut this wood that looks all fucked up, it doesn't cut it at all.
Right.
Oh. Is this an illusion? Wait. Is this a magic illusion? I'll try to look over it as if it's a magical illusion. I'll try to. Are we being deceived? It must be.
Is there anything that just lets you know if something's a magical illusion without using magic on it?
Okay, so whenever you. Yes, there is rolls that you do for an illusion. I think it's a perception check or versus something or another, and then you get
Normally
bonuses
Investigation.
it's investigation, and then you get you get bonuses if you know it's an illusion or you think it's an illusion, kind of thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I can,
But there's
I can
also things too to where it could just be something that requires a spell to be able to detect it as well, and not necessarily like determining like just a roll for it too.
Yeah.
So even without rolling, I think that it is safe to say that you think there's an illusion.
That it's an illusion, right? This is an illusion.
But until said illusion is removed, there's no way to know for sure.
I'll reach into my my components, and I'll pull out some fine sand. Or we're like right by the beach, aren't we? Like we're like maybe like the dust and stuff and like the sand. Like I'll get some
Mhm.
fine sand and I will like dust it over the door and blow it and try to throw it into the illusion to see where the dust settles and all of that to kind of to see what that reveals. You're welcome, DM.
Are you?
I'm like yeah, I'm throwing it all over the door and like like throwing just heaps, like throwing handfuls of it onto there and then like blowing some of like grabbing some dirt from the road, like that fine dirt that like settles on the road, that's really powdery and soft, and I use it to blow it to kind of like waft around in the air to see where it is settling, what it's sitting on that isn't, actually there and stuff, like see what this reveals.
As the dust settles,
Hmm.
you will see something. You'll see something next week.
Oh, give us a little something. Give us a little something.
We see something.
Yeah. You don't know what it is? Do you want to like take time to play?
No,
'Cause
I
I'll,
know what is wrong with the door,
Mhm.
but I like where you're going with it.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
You want
Let's
to go
leave it
back
at
in
that,
with
I
some
guess.
creative energy at the beginning of next week, or at during next week at the beginning of next session?
Cool.
Wait a minute. See? Oh, this isn't right. When we pull away to the inside.
Adder starts jumping on it with both feet.
No, yeah, we're ending the session there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's just gonna be the end of it right there.
Mm-hmm. We end it with 2 people taking a poison blast to the face, and you guys discovering a mystery about the cellar door. Once again, are we still going, Ethan, by the way?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for hanging out.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
You're welcome for the masterclass on how to discover an illusion without rolling.
Exclamation point giveaway. Get your tickets for the sweet dice trays and dice. And see you next time.
Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Evan, thank you so much.
Peace.
That was amazing.
Thanks, Evan.
Yeah, love you guys. Catch you later.
Bye.